They say being in love makes you do crazy things.
Oh, it does.
I've heard that.
It's so good.
Well, if that's true, why couldn't it work the opposite way?
Wait, being crazy makes you in love?
Where doing crazy things makes you be in love.
Oh, then every ex-girlfriend I've ever had would love me so much.
I think that may have been the strategy for one of our listeners named Rich.
Oh.
Because his date idea was definitely out there, but he's not getting a call back. Could we be the final piece of crazy that he needs to push it over the edge and make that love connection
I hope
happen?
so. I like this.
With me and Alexis combined, we can do this.
No, you guys. It's like two crazies don't equal right. I
That's
don't think
true.
that's how it works.
I don't know.
Alexis is just excited because his name's Rich.
That's a good point. Well, let's meet him. Rich, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Rich.
Hello, Rich. You sound rich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about the girl that you want us to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Sarah.
Okay.
We met online, and she was really funny and everything. But like the first thing that I really noticed about her was like her like sculpted eyebrows.
Huh?
You know what sculpted eyebrows are, right?
They're on
No.
fleek.
Super penciled in eyebrows.
Or maybe she had a micro-bladed,
Ooh.
Yeah, the bladed stuff. Like it's real big on TikTok now. I mean, there's like girls that have like skylines done in there, like the New York skyline or whatever.
Oh,
Jeez. What?
Is that what your
That's
For,
so-
is that what your For You page is filled with? Is eyebrow art?
yeah.
I mean, I'm not that crazy about like I don't go that far, but you know, when women have those sculpted eyebrows, like it just exudes a lot of confidence, right? And that's what I want. And I want to be more confident in my dating life and even in my regular life and
Okay.
everything. So
Okay.
I like that. So you're hanging out with confident women, attracting them, so hopefully it makes you more confident as well.
Yeah. How do you do that, Rich?
well, okay, so like I wanted to come up with like a fun date, right? And I'm on TikTok like all the time.
You and everyone else, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
It's amazing.
Well, anyway, so like I figured like one thing that we could do is we could like walk around the city and kind of put together a TikTok with each other.
All right.
So like I figured like let's go around and do some trust falls in different places around the city.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Wait, like where you stand behind her and she just falls backwards and she has to trust that you're going to catch her? Like that? Literally trust
Yeah.
falls?
Yeah, literally trust falls, you know, and we were gonna, you know, we were going to like some open air bars and stuff, and so I was like, oh, let's get some other people in on it, you know, and like we'll trust fall with them, just random strangers.
Well,
and
hold on, Rich. Hold on. So rewind to the moment that you said, let's do some trust
Yeah.
falls together. What was her reaction to that?
Well, when I pitched it to her, I could tell she was like, that's a little weird, but then she was into it.
Oh, good.
You know, so we tried like one or two together, and like, you know, it started to get fun. And so, you know, like I said, we were at a couple of open air bars, and we got like a group of people, and we were all doing it. And so,
That came out weird.
well, doing the trust falls,
okay.
Sorry.
Group
Okay.
trust fall, not group other
I was going to
stuff.
ask you, like, where are these bars? I need to go.
I got to say, alcohol and trust falls, it sounds like at some point it's going to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I had this one guy like hold the phone, and she got up on a table, and she was going to trust fall into me off this table, right?
Oh my god.
You guys are getting
Off
extreme.
the
Yeah.
table. What is this, wrestling?
Okay.
What the heck?
And you
Light it on fire. Maybe get some barbed wire out here.
You were the only one catching her?
Yes. Well, I was supposed to. So
Uh-oh.
I didn't quite catch her, but I didn't like drop her.
Oh,
But
bro.
If the guy that was filming it didn't like jump in and catch her head, it might have gotten a lot worse. But like, she didn't
not
fall to the
good.
ground. Like I mostly caught her. I think she would have been fine, but it was good that he was
You
there.
had one job. Catch her.
I mean, typically when you do it from like up on a table, you'd have like a group of people
A couple
around.
people with their arms out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely puts a speed bump in the date
But at least
and in
she
her
didn't get
body,
hurt.
too.
Yeah.
Well, did
Yeah.
she get hurt?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, she didn't get hurt. It was all fine, and we laughed it off, and
Her eyebrows were still in good condition.
her eyebrows were still in excellent shape. No,
Okay, good.
It
Good.
looked like an earthquake.
All
though.
right.
She was shocked.
So were you able to recover?
yeah, I was able to recover, and we had some fun, and we made a bunch of TikToks, and I got a lot of views on the TikToks, and we laughed the whole time, and
Okay.
Because it ended up on a fail blog, probably.
Yeah.
but when I've been texting her like ever since, and it's been fine and cordial and everything, but I can't really get her to seem to agree to go out again.
Okay.
Oh, she's avoiding, like,
What is
locking
she?
down.
Yeah, she's just saying she's busy or something.
Yeah, I just can't get it to lock down. But she hasn't said no, like straight up.
Okay.
Well, that's good. If she was mad at you, she may not be talking to you at all. So at least she's having conversations. She's just like, when it comes to the date, you're like, she's avoiding it, obviously.
Yeah, well, she probably doesn't want to
Yeah.
die on her next date.
He's like, let's try it off a skyscraper this time.
Are you sure you just don't want to wait it out and wait for her? You think that you need to get her on the phone?
I mean, it's been a few weeks, and
A few weeks.
I'm worried that, like, she might think that I'm just not attractive enough. Like I said, I want to be more confident, but I'm still not quite there. And so I'm really worried that, like, she is, just out of my league, and she's trying to let me down easy, and I'm not picking up on it.
Yeah, you gotta get an answer, because if not, you're going to slide into the friend zone forever.
Yeah,
So you
ghosting is going to
Yeah.
happen next.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, you sound like a good guy to us. So, Rich, we're going to play a song. Come back. We'll call Sarah for you, and we'll try and get you your second date, okay?
You guys want to do some trust falls?
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay, Brooke, catch me!
No.
Brooke!
No.
Oh, God.
Ow!
Now there's blood. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the second date. And we've been talking to one of our listeners, Rich, about his first date with a woman named Sarah. And we got so wrapped up in sculpted eyebrows and trust falls, we never even touched on if there was any romantic encounters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Rich,
Whoops.
was there any of that happening? Like maybe a hug or a kiss at the end?
Well, I mean, I wasn't really going to say anything, but yeah, we did end up doing it in a park bathroom.
What?
Yeah!
Whoa!
Did you
just jump-
Attaboy.
wait.
Doing
Hold
what?
up. No
Or-
better place?
Not really, because we were just out walking around, but
Huh.
we were doing the trust falls, and we were, getting to know each other, and it kind of got a little intimate, and, one thing led to another, and
Okay,
That was
All right.
Rich, I did not see that coming.
No, me neither.
I'm not going to lie, it surprised me as well, but you just got to go with it.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
not too bad.
Good
I
on you.
Remember when you said you weren't very confident? It seems like you got it covered.
Seriously.
I don't know.
Or it was a trust fall gone really wrong.
Yeah.
You fell, okay. You fell on oh, never mind.
No, that worked out.
Yeah.
All
Gotcha.
right. Well, okay.
Got you real good.
That's a new layer to this story.
Wow.
I gotta say that, like, I don't really think you should bring that up when you talk to her, because, like, I mean, I don't know that she wants that information just, like,
It's
out.
private. Can I ask, like, what was the vibe after that?
I was in a very good mood. We were still having fun.
Sure
Okay.
you were.
I bet you
Okay.
were, yeah.
All right,
a little
cool.
tired, but having a great time.
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
Well, and like, there was a lot of drinking involved, so, like, that probably helped with the trust falls and the park thing, obviously.
Yeah, totally.
And not noticing how gross the bathroom was.
yeah.
You dropped her during the trust fall, so I'm going to go with it only helped with the park thing.
Now, the dropping thing, that did happen after the park incident.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So just to recap here, it was trust fall, drinking, trust fall, sex in a park, trust fall, drop her, end of date.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice, bro.
Nailed it.
Why are we calling her? Sounds like a perfect date.
Well, let's see what she thought about it. We're gonna call Sarah, and we're gonna see what her opinion was. Are you ready to do this, man?
I'm absolutely ready, but, like, please do not mention the park incident unless she brings it up.
Okay.
Okay.
We got your back.
It is funny though that you're calling it an incident, but we're gonna do our best here. I'm gonna dial the number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, I'm looking for Sarah.
this is Sarah. Who's this?
Hey, Sarah. My name's Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
It's the typical reaction that we get.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, Sarah.
Yeah.
So
Big fan, huh?
yeah, we're doing a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email our show to reach out to them for you to help you figure out the reason why.
Okay.
Well, and like I guess this guy you've actually been texting with.
Yeah.
His name is Rich.
Oh, okay.
You know
Okay.
Rich.
Okay.
You remember Rich?
So maybe you weren't blowing him off.
Yeah, because we know a little bit about the date, Sarah. He talked to us about it. But first, I just need to ask you about something. Apparently, your eyebrows are amazing.
Yeah, he did talk about it a lot.
I thought you were saying something else.
Is that true?
Yes, thank you.
Hey, hey,
Ah,
I
there
mean,
you go.
She takes pride in her eyebrows. That's good.
Like little tiny hair masterpieces up there. He had a lot of nice things to say about you and your eyebrows and your date.
That's That's very sweet. Yes, I put some work in.
Well, good.
Okay.
It's paying off because Rich obviously had a great time with you, and he's just a little bit confused about why you're not getting together again. Is there a reason?
I don't know what to say.
Are you interested in him at all? I mean, it sounded like a fun date.
I mean, it was fun. We drank quite a bit.
Mhm.
Randomly did trust falls.
Yeah. Did you find that fun?
I don't know if fun is the word for it. Different. Definitely
Yeah.
different.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
Creative.
That's not bad though, right?
No, I mean, I did some embarrassing things, but
He told us about how you fell off a table and he didn't maybe catch you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that wasn't great.
No. And he feels bad about that too. But what do you think of Rich as a person?
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence.
Are you?
What?
If you're on the fence, we'll catch you.
No.
You can trust us.
That is not going to help, I don't think.
She didn't say she liked it that much.
Apologize, Sarah. I mean, I think the thing is, he had great things to say about you and just really kind compliments. Like, he talked about how confident you were and how attractive that was to him. I mean, which is awesome to hear, right?
Yeah, no, he's very sweet. Well, he's not the typical guy I go for.
What do you mean by that? Like, what are your apprehensions about him?
Okay, so the trust fall, right?
Mhm.
I don't know how to put it, but it's like it was almost like a gimmick because he's not maybe that confident, and I think that helped him to be a little more assertive and.
But don't you think, like, confidence is kind of like a fake it till you make it type of situation, you know?
And I know it sounds corny, but like you literally are building trust.
But how is it
together.
coming out when he's catching you? Is he just screaming, like super confident?
In the beginning, but then when he dropped me, not so confident, maybe.
Yeah. But I
It's
mean,
understandable though.
He-
I mean, I'm
he's
sure
got-
he felt bad.
that's the thing. You got to see that he's got it in him.
Yeah, I'm not sure because there's parts of me that really like him, and then parts of me that I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like your eyebrows are probably one of the parts of you that like him, or we're just trying to work on the heart part to like him too. And maybe your heart would be open to hearing directly from him because he's actually been on the other line listening this entire time.
Oh my gosh!
Rich, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hi,
Sarah.
hi there.
How are you doing?
Hi. Surprised. I'm good.
I told you when we were on the date that I'm trying to get more confident, and I feel like I'm making big strides in that general vicinity. So, maybe give me another shot.
Hey, being on the radio is a pretty confident thing to do.
It's a bold move.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big, bold move, don't you think?
Especially this show, Sarah. We make fun of people a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have the confidence to take a little teasing.
Take it, yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
And what about when we went to the park? I mean, wasn't that pretty bold too?
Whoa, bro.
What are you
don't bring
talking
that
about
up.
at the park?
No, Jeff, don't.
I've never heard any stories of the park.
Me either.
What happened at the park?
I mean, you know what I'm talking about? You remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Dude.
This is all new information to me.
You're doing good, Jeff.
I have not heard him say anything about a park before.
You are a good
Oh,
wingman.
my.
I mean, come on,
Yeah.
give me another chance. You think you? I would love to take you out again. We could do anything you want. We don't have to do trust falls again. I promise.
Anything.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
I got a lot of enthusiasm. Like I said, I'm working on it.
Maybe it would help, Rich, if you said some nice things about Sarah instead of all the things about you.
Sarah, you are so funny, and I had so much fun with you. I didn't even feel like I was trying to be confident. I just felt like naturally a more exciting person just being around you,
Aw.
That's cute.
And of course, you have amazing eyebrows, and I'm never going to get over that.
What do you think of that, Sarah?
Legendary eyebrows.
That's pretty sweet, Sarah.
That's very sweet.
And let's not forget about how bold I was in the park.
Bro.
That's not.
Okay.
Still a mystery to me,
Uh-huh.
but sounds very bold whatever happened at the
Oh,
park.
man.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Good job, dude.
Well, what he's lacking in confidence, he makes up for in enthusiasm.
See? That's
All
good. Oh, my
right.
God, that's kind kind of cute,
Well,
Sarah.
okay, we're kind of getting some positive momentum here.
Yes,
so
for
It
sure.
sounded like a
Sarah-
backhanded compliment to me.
It's a very small amount of momentum, but we're going to
Yes.
work with it.
Yeah.
Ride
Sarah,
that train.
we would like to
Don't
invite
say ride
you.
the train, Brooke.
We'd like to invite you to go out on another date with Rich, and we'll pay for it. What do you say?
Well, he has some skills. So,
How?
Oh, okay.
How so?
Wait, are you talking about the park?
Okay, we were trying to be subtle here.
Still mystified as to what's going on,
Oh,
but
Jeff.
I was trying to be subtle about it, but yeah.
Oh, that's a good laugh.
so is that a yes? You're agreeing to see Rich one more time?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
That's so cute.
Thank you guys for helping me out here.
Oh.
Sarah, I can't wait to take you out again.
Dude, good job getting outside of your comfort zone, man. I'm
Yeah,
proud of you.
Well
this is
done,
gonna be
man.
awesome, Rich.
Yeah, maybe after the confidence, I'll work on my subtlety too.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Just no more trust falls, okay?
Oh, okay.
Of course. This time I'll bring protection. I won't forget.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Rich, subtlety.
Protection from what, Jeff?
I'm in the dark over here. We got an email asking for a second date from a guy named Rick.
Okay.
And Rick said in his email that he met the woman that we're about to call for him today in a grocery store.
Yeah, I've heard that happens every once in a while.
Well, that's already a little bit cliche, I think.
Oh, you don't like the way they met. Sorry, Jeffrey.
Well, so Rick, please just tell me it wasn't while you were squeezing the melons and she came up to you and asked, "So, are they ripe?"
Oh, wow. I didn't even
Rick,
think
I don't know
of
if I can handle that if that's what actually happened. Please tell me that's not the case.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
It's exactly what happened?
No, I'm joking. That's
Oh
not what
my
happened.
okay. Thank God.
It played out by like some bad amateur video.
No, I like that though.
Okay.
I bet you would like
All
that.
right, you sickos.
Okay, wait. So how did you really meet her at the grocery store?
We're in the wine aisle, and I saw this girl, and I was like, she is gorgeous. So I kind of fibbed a little bit. I kind of told her, like, I know a little bit about this stuff. So I just kind of found the most expensive one, and I was like, oh, this one's worth the money. You know, that's the one. That's, my...
You know nothing about
Yeah,
wines.
and before you know it, you're telling her you own a vineyard yourself.
Yeah, I grow Savagnog Black in my...
It didn't go that far at all. But, you're not going to go wrong with that. So then I was like, if you need someone to drink this with, I've also got some good bottles at my house. And
Whoa, you move quickly, sir.
Nobody snuck it in, so it wasn't like creepy.
That wasn't a sneak. That was a full-on attack of come back to my house and drink with me.
well, got her number.
It
so-
worked.
Okay, so what's this girl's name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Okay. So what did you guys end up doing for your date?
We went to a wine bar.
Of course.
Oh, no. See, this is bad, though. At some point, you're going to get called out for being an idiot when it comes to wine.
Well, I know a little bit, but and also YouTube, so I'm fine. Watching the wine videos,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's good.
learning some vernacular and legs and nose. So
The legs on this, very svelte.
It's very aromatic red.
Use
Yes.
the word notes as much
Uh-huh.
as you
It's
can.
oaky. Everything's oaky.
All right.
Is there anything that's not oaky?
see, that all sounds good. I'm down. Yeah.
So how did things go?
I thought they went great. So we were at the wine bar for a little bit, and then we went to another place and we were playing pool.
Oh, fun.
Love pool.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. She's just fun. She's recently divorced. She's not.
You know how those recently divorced women are.
Really?
They're so fun.
She's like, I want to do anything. I'm down for anything.
Yeah.
You usually don't say one thing and then right into divorce after it. I mean,
Yeah, that was an odd placement.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it's good that you're open to
We get
dating people who have been married.
All right.
She just, finally has some freedom, so I think she's just excited to go on a date, and we just had a lot of fun. I mean, there was even another couple playing pool, and she's like, let's play pool with these guys, and how do we make it more interesting? So we end up playing for money.
Whoa.
Dude,
wow.
this woman is out to make up for some lost time,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Bull shark.
She's got
I
you
like her.
gambling on night one.
Yeah, I felt bad. Like, I missed most of the shots, actually. It was on me, but she's just like, hey, let's have a good time, and hey, here's some other people, and, she just was just not like, oh, look at these guys or whatever. It's just, let's have fun, let's interact.
Yeah.
You guys
So-
fight each other and I'll watch. Fun.
So wait, I have a question though. I mean, do you know, are you her first date out of being divorced?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, how recent are we talking?
A few months, and I think I am.
Okay.
Like there may have been like a coffee kind of thing, but it was vague.
Okay.
I didn't want to keep pushing.
So how did things with you and Stephanie end?
Great. I dropped her off, gave her a little kiss on the cheek, said, love to see you again. So, she said, yeah.
Oh, she did. Okay.
So she smiled.
Yeah.
at
I mean,
him
that
or
was
just,
my first thought is like maybe she's just not ready to date one person yet.
Well, there's more.
Oh.
A few days later, I went to her apartment complex to drop off some flowers, and that main door, was open.
the gate or whatever.
So I go to drop off the flowers at her apartment door, setting them down, the door's open a bit. It's like unlocked.
Please don't tell me you open the door further.
Yeah. Hopefully you shut it and left.
Well, no, that's the thing. So I, kind of hollered in there. There was no answer. So I'm like, go inside a bit. Thought I put well, the door was open, I don't know.
No.
Maybe she's there, but hang on still even though.
Oh,
So
no.
I go in, set the flowers down. Hello, look around a little bit, and nobody there. As I'm leaving, someone down the hall is also leaving, so they see me leaving the apartment.
Oh,
no.
that's a bad look.
The neighbor.
So, yeah, the thing is, like, I'm not sneaking out running. I don't have an arm full of things. It's just a weird, they
Yeah.
don't know who I am, all that.
And I bet you were acting super sketchy because you knew you weren't supposed to be doing that. So even if you weren't doing anything necessarily wrong, you probably still give that vibe off like,
High alert vibe.
yeah.
Well, that might be it, or just the flowers in the,
In the house? How
yeah.
creepy is that?
Yeah.
You get home and you have
Yeah.
flowers
So
already.
I've left messages, tell her to call me back and all that.
Oh,
She hasn't.
no.
So I'm like, it looks weird, I get it. But, at the time, and I just want to say, look, I apologize for all of that. Now I know, should have just left him there. And
Yeah.
Sorry for breaking and entering. My bad.
He didn't break, but he entered.
Okay.
So after that whole thing happened, have you been in contact with her at all?
I have left messages, saying, hey, call me back, this and that, phone calls, text.
But you didn't explain the door situation to her in any of those.
No, because it kind of hit late. Like at first I just thought I just want to talk to her. And then as time went on, I'm like, oh, now it'll seem weird if I'm like, oh, wait, by the way. So it's like she'll call back. And then it gets to that tipping point or wherever
yeah.
where she's like, hasn't got a hold of me. And I'm like, well, now is it too late? So
You,
All right, Rick,
you gave
you
us a
screwed
real
up.
challenge today for the second date.
I know. I get it.
But we're going to...
Intentions are good.
Yeah,
Whatever, you sneaky
we're going to
little
try
man.
and help you, okay? We're going to play a song, we'll come back, and then we'll call Stephanie, the fun divorced wino, and we'll try and get you a second date, all right?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, hold on. You're just tuning in for the second date. We've got a guy named Rick on the line, and Rick knows all the secret tricks to seducing a woman.
Does he?
First, you need to find one wandering the wine aisle of the local grocery store and just start suggesting random bottles to her. Doesn't matter if you know what you're talking about. Bonus points if she's recently divorced, because chances are she's probably up for a fun time. Then you take them out and lose some money in a billiards game to show not only are you not athletic, you're also not worried about your finances either. So take all your money. And finally, break into their place when they're not home to leave them some surprise
I
flowers.
still can't believe it happened.
Hey, need to correct you on that. Did not break in. Door was unlocked. So
Okay.
Yeah.
entering, yes.
But you were so
Yeah.
sneaky. You snuck through the first locked door of the apartment building to get to the second one that was open.
Well, it didn't sneak. The guy coming out held it for me. So, I mean,
There you go. I mean, it's handed to him.
Yeah, no wrongdoing
Yeah.
there. But now, after that, Stephanie is not answering any of his calls or messages, so he wants our help.
yes.
Rick, I mean, can you imagine coming home, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and finding flowers on your table
Even I would be freaked
from
out.
the person you went on one date with who has never been to your house?
Sounds lovely.
Oh my God. I'd be on surveillance cameras.
Yeah.
I would be calling the
How?
cops.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get how it sounds, but like there was no intention of anything bad behind it.
Okay.
cute.
All right.
All right, Slick Rick. Well, we're gonna call Stephanie for you right now. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Stephanie, please?
this is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. My name's Young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How are you doing?
I'm sorry, who is this?
You haven't heard of young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning?
Okay, yes, I've heard of you, but
You liar.
Yeah, she is lying.
You don't have to make me feel good. It's
She felt
okay.
bad.
It's okay, Stephanie. It's a radio show.
a radio show?
Yeah, you totally heard of us,
Yeah.
obviously.
Sounds like you're our biggest fan. Hey, we're doing something called a second date. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll call them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay.
And someone reached out to us about you recently. His name is Rick.
Oh, yeah. Rick, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's actually a better response than I expected.
So he reached out to you guys. You know,
Yeah, I don't even know how long it's been since you guys went out, but he says he's not been able to get a hold of you and he's really hoping to reconnect because he had a great time on your date.
He did say a lot of nice things about you, Stephanie.
well, that's very sweet, and he is very nice.
Yeah.
And the date was great. It's really my fault that I have not reached out to him. I've not returned phone calls because I have just been. My life has been crazy these last couple of days. I had to go check on my parents because my mom wasn't well, and it was a little bit of a scare, but everything's fine now. But
Well, that's good.
Oh.
I mean, at
Yeah,
first I thought you were lying to us, but it sounds like legit.
Yeah.
You've just been.
no, it's totally legit. I saw a couple of messages from his number, and I just wasn't in the headspace to answer them, but I should give him a phone call back.
Yeah.
So you weren't freaked out by Rick at all?
No, on the date, no, he was so nice. Actually, when I came home, there were some flowers from him, and it was just, I thought that was very sweet.
Okay, so you got the flowers that he dropped off for you.
Wait.
I got flowers. I don't know how they were delivered.
Okay.
What I
Do you
was
live by yourself, Stephanie?
No, I have a roommate.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Why?
it's just interesting.
Very
That's all.
interesting.
Okay, I think I'm missing something. All I know is I got flowers. Is there something wrong with the flowers?
Well, no, I mean,
No.
Yes.
no.
There doesn't
Well,
have to be.
I'm just.
kind
You don't
of.
tell her.
Well, you
I
want
think
to.
she needs to know.
It sounds like you were going to call Rick back anyway, right?
Well, I mean, eventually, yeah, but
Well, sometimes eventually happens right now.
The old saying.
Yeah, you know how they say that. Because Rick is actually on the phone and he's been wanting to
What?
talk to you. He's been listening this entire
okay. Oh, this is very okay.
time. Rick, you there?
Hey, Stephanie, how's it going?
Hey.
How's it going?
Hi, Rick. Hi.
Good to hear your voice. I'm sorry to hear about your
Uh-huh.
parents.
Yeah. So
I
hi.
wish better than, huh? Hi. You like the flowers, huh?
Yeah, I do like the flowers. But apparently there's a story that I'm missing, and I'm. What's going on?
It's you're gonna love it. It's a really funny story. So after our date, which was great, I had such a good time. So I thought I'd bring you flowers a couple of days later. Went to your apartment building, and guy was coming out the main door. So I went in and found your name.
Okay,
on
wait.
the,
You didn't buzz to see if I was home. You just came in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I could have buzzed, but I don't want the guy holding the door and be like, "Well, hang on a second." Then it looks, looks goofy. And then I saw your apartment number, your name on the mailbox. Yeah, so I went up to your
You
went up
came
to your
up.
apartment. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So setting the flowers down by your apartment door, and it creaks open a bit. I notice it's open. So I, just kind of peek my head in and, hello, anybody here? That kind of thing.
You stuck your head into my apartment.
Yeah, just because, the door's open. I don't know if you were there. I don't want to leave the
Did you
flowers.
knock?
Someone else could.
Did you knock, or you just opened the door and came in?
I don't know.
Hello.
Maybe I did a knock or said knock, something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
How people do that. Yeah, I addressed. Yeah, this is cute. And then, so then I go in and set the flowers down in the kitchen, and
So you were just walking around my apartment.
I wasn't just walking around. I just put them on the kitchen table. Then I'd have to go to the bathroom.
What? You wait a minute.
Well, wait.
You didn't tell us that part.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
used her bathroom, Rick?
Well, yeah, I had to go. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Please don't give me more information on that. Then what?
Oh.
Well, let me say this. I know that makes you nervous, but it was just number one, so that's all. Don't worry about
great.
it.
So it's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, that's what she was getting after. I know that. So then I hear, I guess now your roommate. I didn't want to scare her, so I pop in the closet. I didn't want her.
Hold on.
You were
Rick,
hiding in a closet?
You didn't tell us any of this.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. Okay. Yeah.
What do you mean, okay?
How do you just forget? That's
No, for
huge.
real. How long were you in the closet for, Rick?
Just like 15 seconds or something. I didn't want to scare her. I didn't want her to come out and be like, oh my gosh, there's a guy standing here.
Huh.
Wasn't creepy. It was
Oh
a
my
sweet
gosh.
gesture.
Okay.
No harm, no foul.
Well, it sounds good on our end.
No, it doesn't. You used her bathroom. You hid in a closet, Rick. It's not good.
It was
None
only
of this
number
is
one.
good.
It was only for 15 seconds.
And you don't even understand that it's a bad thing. That may be the worst piece of it all.
Well, it would have been worse if he had
Thank
popped
you.
out in the closet and scared the roommate.
Yeah.
no,
totally.
you shouldn't
Thank
go
you,
into someone's house.
Well, once
said
you're already
hello.
in, what are you going to do?
What?
Well, you shouldn't have been in. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not creepy. You're fantastic.
No, it is.
It was
Okay, but
so fun.
Okay,
It was so
no,
fun.
like she just said, it's creepy that you don't get that it's creepy. Like, this is not normal behavior. Like, this sounds like an episode of Dateline.
He yelled hello.
He
Well,
yelled
The
hello.
one thing that doesn't add up is why
Yeah.
did the roommate say hello back?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
it's
thought
the
of that.
roommate's fault.
Maybe she was doing laundry. Like, honestly, don't put this on my roommate. It's
Yeah.
not her responsibility to, like,
He just seems so nice.
Yeah, and you know what? Some of the most famous serial killers also seemed very nice. That was kind of their whole shtick.
Yeah, Ted Bundy was
Ted
pretty
Bundy,
charming.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I mean, yeah, you guys supposed to be on my side, you know. Bundy, he never brought flowers anywhere, so
Yeah.
You know what?
That's a fact.
That's it.
That is a fact.
I mean,
Trust a man because of the flowers.
yeah. Come on, Stephanie. He's a step up from Ted Bundy. And with that said, I'd like to offer to send you guys out on a second date. We'll pay for it. Now, remember, please consider before you answer the intent behind what he did when he was delivering you the flowers.
He has an explanation for everything.
I don't know.
You don't know?
This is strange.
Yes.
A lot strange, and I need to think about it.
Go with no. Say no, Stephanie.
Brooke, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, girl to girl. I got your back. That is too much.
Yeah,
let's
it's a bit
pretend I
much.
never made this phone call and you don't know the story about the flowers.
See?
There you go, Steph. Can you get a little spontaneous amnesia, Stephanie? Can you do that for us?
Come on.
You guys, I'm sorry. I can't give you an answer right now. I really do need to think about it. This is a lot. I need to, like, chill out.
Good guys
Okay.
finish last.
Yeah,
Yet
that's the
again.
moral here?
Sorry, Rick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sorry, Rick. Sorry for hiding
Well,
in that
I mean,
closet. Didn't work out.
She didn't say no. She just says she has to
Yeah.
think about it. So there's still a shot for you, all right?
No, we know what that means.
I'll bring her some flowers.
Don't.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Don't.
idea.
Don't.
Please don't.
We talk about weird dating trends a lot on our show.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's cool when we hear from listeners who actually try them.
Yeah.
Like, remember a little while back we had a couple on this segment that did the Target date night challenge?
Oh, yeah. I was supposed to do that with my husband. I never got around to it.
Yeah. That's where you buy random stuff from Target and then you have to try and figure out how to make a date out of those items.
It's really creative and fun.
Yeah, except for the diapers part in that situation was an
Still
issue.
creative.
Yeah.
Still creative.
Or what about the 100 dudes in 100 hours challenge?
Oh, what was that?
I don't.
I'm ashamed to admit,
What?
I only made it to 79
Oh, wow.
before
what
my
the-
body gave out. So I'm really disappointed in myself on that one. But one of our listeners
boy.
says he tried a date night challenge off the internet recently, and apparently it went well, but he would like some help from us today. His name's Rick. Rick, how many dudes did you get through?
No.
Did you beat me?
No dudes, man. No dudes.
Oh,
Disappointing.
it was a different challenge then.
Very.
He's just
Okay.
laughing. I like it.
All right.
What
Well-
made you?
I'm already going through it, and you guys are killing me.
I know.
I see.
Sorry,
Well, but
sorry.
before we get to the internet challenge, tell us about the woman that you want us to call. What's her name? How'd you meet her?
Her name is Bella. I met her online, and this girl was beautiful. At least her pictures were when
I love that. That's great. Bella does mean beautiful, too.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
With
here's the
every
thing.
dog ever.
When you saw her, what made you want to do an internet challenge thing?
Well, the funny thing was we were trying to figure out a first date. And through the process, I was like, wow, this is going to be awesome because we both thought all of the ideas we had for first dates were like crazy cliche and stupid.
So you bonded over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she found this thing and she sent me a link for it. It was like some photo shoot blind date thing.
Oh, so it's actually her idea.
Yeah, it was totally her idea. It's like people who don't know each other, they can have a photo shoot of their first date done. And then that way, like after the date, you can look back at it. You can see if the chemistry was there or not. And then if it was a really cool date and like the relationship leads to something, you have this really amazing keepsake of your first date.
Okay.
Like a whole photo shoot
there's a
of your
photographer
first
there?
time.
There's a lot of hope in that idea.
Yeah.
So doing the photo shoot is the actual date.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God.
A photo shoot with a stranger?
I don't know, man. I get so
No.
uncomfortable in photo
Absolutely
shoots.
not.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
I know you love being in front of the camera, but not everybody
That's
does.
true. That's true.
It sounds very unique. I will say that. So how did it go?
I thought it was going to be awkward. She found a photographer. I went ahead and booked it, and we did this shoot in the city. And I was crazy nervous, but like when I saw her, she came out in this stunning dress. Her hair looked amazing. Like, I mean, she was beautiful. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough.
I gotta
That's
say,
great, bro.
genius on her part. Because it is such a good reason to make sure that you
doll up.
look like
Yeah.
perfect for your
True.
date. You can wear whatever you want, whatever looks best on you, and be like, well, it's a photo shoot.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can wear like a ball gown or
Okay.
whatever.
What did you wear?
What?
I wore a nice suit with a light purple shirt with a black tie.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice. I like
yeah.
Okay.
Purple and
So we
black.
were fancy.
You
This
were
wasn't
both
casual.
dressing up. All right. So how was the actual chemistry between you and Bella?
I found it to be amazing. Like, as the date went on, we both really kind of relaxed. And I mean, there was a moment where like we forgot the photographer was there and we kissed for the first time.
Oh,
You
that's
got your first kiss on
amazing.
camera?
I did.
Oh, that's cool. See, now you girls think it's cute, huh?
I never doubted it. I
Not
just
about
like it's hard for me to be in front of the camera like that. But have you seen the photos?
Yeah. Well, I have the photos, and that's kind of the problem that I have.
Oh.
She's ghosted me ever since that date,
Oh.
and we were supposed to split the photographer, and I have all the pictures, and I have the bill that I had, like, crazy expensive.
Photographers are not cheap. Professional ones, at least.
I mean,
Oh.
she outright
Yeah.
agreed to split that with you?
When I was buying them online, she was like, yeah, I'll pay for it, and or half of it, like we were going to split it.
Okay.
Did you guys do anything else? You go grab drinks or anything afterwards?
Well, we went and we had, like, there was these street vendors outside.
Oh, street meat. Hot dogs or something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
like feeding each other bacon wrapped dogs and stuff.
I bet that looks good in photos.
Hand feeding each other falafels.
Yeah, where'd you find this photographer? I think this is a
Okay.
Craigslist situation.
So you said that you've been trying to text her and she's not answering at all.
Yeah, she totally ghosted me.
Wait, have you like texted her like a sample of the photos? Because she hasn't even seen them, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like she's got to pay for them if she wants to see them.
Oh,
Smart man.
okay.
Okay.
Holding them
Like,
ransom.
this is a lot of money.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
you're
Well, I
right.
feel for you, man. Let's play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Bella for you and we'll try and get you your second date. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Oh, man. The last time I kissed a stranger on camera,
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I was dressed as a pizza boy.
Really?
And they paid me. I'm still getting residuals from that.
Damn,
Do you know
bro.
why?
I'm not sure why.
Okay.
It was just a fun time.
Yeah.
Sounds like a high produced.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of our listeners, Rick, he kissed his date on camera because they hired a professional photographer and did a photo shoot as their first date. Apparently, it's part of a new internet dating challenge where you hire a professional photographer and you use that as your date activity.
Yeah.
So they took some pictures together around the city, had a great time,
whole
but
photo
afterwards,
shoot.
not only is she ignoring his texts, she also left him with the bill.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is kind of a rich person trend.
Yeah, that's
Because
not everyone
like the
Okay.
Target thing was more accessible to everybody when it came to like dating ideas.
Absolutely. Now, Rick, you said you paid a lot of money. You didn't say the exact amount. You said it was expensive. Can you give us a ballpark?
Dude, it was well north of $500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
what
I was gonna guess 800.
God.
Yeah.
No date is worth that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, photo shoots are worth that, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the thing is, she must have thought you were cute because it was her idea to hire the photographer, even though you paid for it.
But after the photo shoot, now she's not calling back. I don't know. Maybe the kiss wasn't good. Maybe your clothes weren't fancy enough.
Maybe
Hey.
the street meat wasn't good.
Oh, whoa. I have pictures. I have
Yeah.
proof.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's what makes it so frustrating because it's like the financial thing, yeah, that's one thing, but the relationship part of it, that's the part that's really throwing me off.
So if she agrees for a second date, are you gonna still hold her to the bill?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
man,
It's
come
gonna
on.
be.
Dude, I honestly think you should suck it up. If she's like, look, I do
That's a
like
lot
you,
of
but I'm
money,
gross.
Jose.
Suck it up
Dude,
is exactly what they said when I was the pizza boy.
Okay.
That's so weird. What a flashback.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a
Why
lot.
not?
Anyway,
Bring that up.
let's just make this phone call to Bella and get to the bottom of this. You ready to do this, Rick?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm down the number now.
Hello.
Hi, is this Bella?
Yes, this is she.
Bella, did you perhaps order a large pizza?
No, dude.
Extra meat?
Oh, sausage.
I'm sorry. Whoa, I'm sorry.
You got paid for that? That was not sexy, Jeffrey. How did you get paid for that?
Hello.
I didn't say it was good. Okay, I'm sorry, Bella.
Hello.
Hi, sorry.
Sorry.
Hi, Bella.
I got sidetracked. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. What's going on?
We're doing a segment from our show called The Second Date. We're reaching out to you because one of our listeners has given us your number. They're trying to get a hold of you. His name is Rick.
I know who you're referring to.
Okay.
I don't really want to talk about that right now.
No,
Yeah, hold
wait.
on.
Yeah.
We're just looking for a short answer to help Rick figure out what's going on because he's really, really confused. Rick feels like he went all out for your date. He paid a lot of money. He had a good connection with you, and now he feels like he's been hung out to dry because afterwards you've completely ghosted.
Yeah. Look, I really do feel bad about that. Things just happened, but
Can you give him an answer? I mean, do you have a why? Like, could you imagine being in his place? Like, you'd be totally confused. This guy kisses you. He is apparently attracted to you, and then nothing. Like, just silence. Like, nobody wants to be ghosted. It sucks.
yeah. Honestly, the time we had together was great, and it was a lot of fun. I did feel a connection with him, but things have changed.
What?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you in a relationship? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm sorry, if I went and did a full photo shoot and I looked so good, like he said you did, I would definitely want to see the pictures.
Yeah.
And you haven't even seen the pictures yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to sound like a terrible person if I say this.
Well, it's okay. We're all terrible people.
Yeah.
So we won't judge you.
You're in good company.
Totally.
Oh, gosh. Well, I actually knew the photographer.
All right.
He said you were the one that recommended the photographer, so that makes sense. Is it like a friend?
So he was my ex.
Ah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
So more than
Why would you do that?
I know. I was missing him a lot, and
Oh,
I
this
see where this
petty.
is going.
Uh-oh.
and when I met Rick, we had the idea of doing something different for our first date. And when the idea came up to do the photo shoot, my brain was just like, what better way to kind of get back at my ex? And so, I sent Rick the link for his photography page to book him and to try to make him jealous. And
Wait, so your ex even agreed to it because you had Rick do the booking?
yes,
Yeah, that's
Oh
crazy.
my
Wow.
Hustled
God.
him.
So
That's
you showed up
sneaky.
and your ex had no idea it was going to be you
Wow.
until you were there.
right.
Oh.
That is brilliant.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey.
This is like,
We're not judging. We're terrible people too.
okay.
I
Smart.
mean, I know I told you it sounded terrible. I know.
So
but-
what did your ex-boyfriend say when he saw you show up for the photo shoot?
I mean, he was jealous. He was
Yeah.
definitely holding it together, but I could tell he just was pissed.
Wait, I mean, how did it never come out during the date? I mean, you even kissed Rick.
I know. So there was one time when like Rick actually went to the bathroom and my ex was just like, how could you do this to me? Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And I played dumb and I told him that I didn't know that Rick had booked him and that it just happened to be a coincidence because I couldn't tell him. Obviously, I would sound like I'm crazy.
Oh, you didn't even tell it?
There's a reason.
So you were lying to two men at once.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know, it happened all so fast. I don't know.
It happened so fast. I mean, this thing that you planned out for months.
The entire photo shoot.
So wait, are you with your ex now, or what happened there?
So after the date, he texted me and we talked. And I mean, long chat short. I mean, we're back together.
Oh,
that is not going to work out, Bella.
All those photos going to waste.
Oh, so you have seen the photos. You can just look at his computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have seen the photos. I do really look good in them, and I do love them.
Oh,
You can't post them now.
You can maybe crop them out.
You've got to pay the full price. You don't get half now. You got to pick up the whole bill. That is messed up, Bella.
seriously, it's really low. And the fact that you wouldn't even say anything to Rick, like not even say, hey, by the way, I just can't see you anymore.
Yeah.
I do feel bad, but I don't know. I didn't want to kind of admit to that.
Well, I mean, if you could say one thing to Rick right now, what would you say? And think about it for 1 second, because I need to let you know you actually get to say that. Rick is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
Yep. Ricky there?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh, he sounds pissed.
His voice got lower.
So what did you want to say?
What'd you want to say, Bella? What's your one thing you're going to say to Rick?
Rick, look, I'm so sorry that you had to hear it, I guess, like this. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I didn't know how it was going to,
What do you mean you didn't know this was going to happen? You planned for this to happen. You sent me the link.
Oh.
You are sick in the head.
Yeah.
And not only do you not have to worry about paying half the bill, but you can tell your little punk boyfriend that he can eat the cost.
Oh.
I don't ever want to hear from you. You can go drop dead.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe a little too far.
I'm sensing that there's still some sort of connection between them.
Wow.
It's emotional.
Bella, you've got to understand he's angry. I mean,
He has
knew.
the right to be.
I mean, definitely passionate.
Yeah, Jeff.
Rick, I totally get you're angry, but like it was a first date, a photo shoot, and like I mean, to wish me to drop dead for something.
No,
like that?
it's not.
Listen,
it's not a first date. It was a manipulative play.
Yeah.
It was $900. Just so you can make your boyfriend jealous. There was never any shot at it. So you know what? Forget you. Forget him. I'm out.
Oh, dang, bro.
Wow. So at this point, I would like to ask, Bella, will you go? No.
You are all
Am I
over,
reading
man.
this right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Keep going.
Bella, would you like to go out on another date with Rick? And here's the great part. No, none of you have to pay for anything. We'll pay for the date.
Thanks for the offer, guys, but definitely no. Like,
Why not?
Why not? Stop it, Jeffrey. Stop it.
Okay. I mean,
Don't do that again, Bella. Okay?
seriously, what did you learn?
I mean, I'm glad that I didn't call him back, honestly, because if we were to go on a second date, like the way he just blew up like that could have happened later in the relationship.
I don't think that that's what you should have learned, Bella.
whatever.
I think there was a bigger lesson we could have taken from there.
She got a boyfriend. Ayo.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today met the girl that he wants to call at a rock climbing class.
Oh, cool.
Or like a little club, I guess, that they have. I've gone to one of these rock climbing gyms before. It was very bad for me, though, because I got to the top of the little rock wall, and then I turned around and I just started crying because I couldn't get down.
Oh, that's
And
so
then
sad.
They had to call the firefighters to come and rescue me.
Was
it
that
was
your
cool.
plan?
It made the news. I was like the cat stuck in a tree story at the end of the news. That was the feel-good story, but I could never go back to rock climbing after that. It's just
I could see the headline. Watch this little guy get saved at the rock climbing gym.
too traumatic for me.
Yeah.
But Ed, you're a pretty good rock climber, huh?
Yeah, I am a pretty good rock climber.
That's sexy. I'm going to tell you right off the bat that I have a thing for rock climbers.
Well, thank you, Brooke. Thank you.
Yes.
Clearly, the girl that you want to call today doesn't.
Well, I guess not,
Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, her name's Nicole, and I met her at my rock climbing gym, and she just was really cute,
Is that when you put the chalk that you used for your hands and you smacked her on the butt and left a handprint?
No, well, I didn't think that we were probably at that stage yet.
Yeah.
Jubal
That's another
moves
reason
quick.
why I'm not allowed back into those rock climbing classes. I had a lot of fun with that.
Just how many handprints can you make?
How'd you guys initially start talking?
Well, I saw her form, and I thought it was pretty good, so I went up and I gave her a compliment. I told her that I thought I liked her strong hands.
Are you serious? That is not the line you used.
Yeah, I was joking, and I told her I was joking, and we laughed about it. It was great.
Okay, that's good. That's a risk. That's a risk there, and I guess
agree.
I guess it worked because you guys actually went out, right?
Well, kind of not really, We were planning to go out, but it kind of got sidetracked.
What does
How
that
so?
mean?
Well, so afterwards I asked her if she wanted to have a drink after class, and she said yeah. So we were going to go out, but, I was kind of smelly after class, and, she had built up a workout too, so, we needed to shower, but my place was all on the other side of town, so she said that I could, come over to her place and shower, and so we went over there.
Wow.
That's
So
nice.
She offered for you to go to her place and shower on the first time she met you.
No, not like I'm some weirdo that she's inviting over out of the blue. I'd seen her a few times at this club, and I just needed to get clean. It wasn't like a sexual thing at all.
Okay.
I was kind of stinky.
I don't know. No matter what, a girl invites me to shower with her, and to me, that's always sexual.
I don't think she said with her. I think just at her house.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I mean, it wasn't with her. We weren't in the shower together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So what happened? You went back to her house?
So we go back to her house, and she showers, I shower, and we're getting ready to go out, and she gets a phone call from a friend who's stranded somewhere, like at the airport or something, and she asks if she can go get her.
Did that seem like an excuse to you?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded a lot like an excuse to me. I mean, I'm trying to be cool and everything, but I say, we'll just have your friend call AAA. They can come get her, right? So
you
Or a
AAA? I mean,
well, yeah, she said her friend had a flat tire and that she was close to the airport and needed to run over there to help her out.
Yeah, I like how you're persistent, though. Dude, AAA or something. You don't need to help your friend out right now. There's many services. There's lots of people who can. I'm sure somebody will be driving by and help her out. Let's go on our date right now.
Yeah, but I'm like, it kind of sounded like a line,
Right.
But
Okay, so did she go help her friend out then?
Yeah, unfortunately she did. She said that she really had to go and that her friend really needed her help. So, but she did say, can we take a rain check?
Okay.
So
that's good.
I thought, okay, I guess let's do that.
see, I just think that's so weird because if, my friend truly called me and had a flat tire, I'd be like, hey, come with me. Then we'll go out after.
But that's weird. Then you're introducing him to friends
No,
already.
I think she's lying. That's all I'm saying.
So did you get the rain check then?
No, I mean, she's been MIA from the club and no calls.
Wow. Okay, and how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
4 times.
4 times, and she's not showing up to any of the rock climbing stuff.
Not showing up to any of the classes.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty intense to get someone to change their entire activity schedule to avoid you, is what it sounds like.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm hoping that either she's really sick, I guess, or maybe something happened at the airport and they're in trouble or something. I guess.
I hope that while she was changing her friend's tire, she got hit by a car and has been in the hospital, so that she's not calling me back. Not that I did something wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Well, okay, so that sounds a little bit worse than what I actually meant. I mean, I don't want her to get hit by a car or anything. I just don't want it to be my fault.
I'm glad you had to clarify that. That's good.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Point 5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Ed?
Yeah.
Well, I know you're on the phone to do a second date update, but I have something that just came up, and I'm not going to be able to do it. A buddy of mine, his bike tire popped,
Oh,
so I
bike
got to
tire.
go help him out, okay?
Oh, you're joking, right?
No, he's real close to his house. He's like 10 blocks away from his house, but I feel like I need to help him out. So let's just take a rain check on this whole second date update thing, okay?
You can't call AAA?
He's like, ha ha.
All right. And the reason that I'm saying that to Ed is because Ed wants us to call a girl named Nicole today. They met at a rock climbing group. After the rock climbing class one day, they agreed to go out, but they had to shower, so they went back to her place to shower. After they were done getting ready, she said, hey, something just came up. One of my friends has a flat tire or something, and I have to go help them. So we think that's an excuse that she made up to get out of the date because since then she hasn't talked to him. She hasn't even shown up to the rock climbing class, which makes me think that you must have done something really bad, Ed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it was if I did, you know?
Did you do anything weird in the shower, like make any strange noises
Terrible
or use
singer.
her expensive shampoo without permission? Because that stuff costs a lot.
No, I just took a shower.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what happened, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Who knows? Maybe she's still by the side of the road helping her friend out with that tire.
It just took him a while to figure out how to change one.
It's been weeks.
It's about 2 weeks now, but here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Nicole there?
Yes, this is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email into our show from somebody who's trying to get a hold of you.
Someone trying to get a hold of me?
Yeah. Apparently, they've tried to call you a bunch, and you're not responding to them, so they asked if maybe we could get you on the phone.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, geez.
So the guy's name is Ed, and you know Ed from your rock climbing group?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I do. I know him.
Well, Ed emailed us because he said that when you guys were supposed to go out, you ended up saying you had to rain check it to help your friend out with a flat tire, but since then you haven't talked to him or even shown up to the rock climbing group.
He's given you a lot of information. What else did he tell you? God.
That's pretty much it. He just told us that you guys met at class and were supposed to go out, and then he thinks you made up an excuse.
I did, but I think he's leaving out a big part of the story.
Really?
He did something weird, didn't he? I know he did something weird at your house.
I definitely classify it as weird, yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Oh, God, this is so embarrassing.
Is it like...
What did Ed tell you about our date?
He said that you guys were at your rock climbing class, and then after you were supposed to go somewhere, so you went back to your house to shower, and then you got out of the shower and said that your friend had a flat tire that you had to go help her, and then that was it.
Okay, well, there's definitely a part left out of that story. I was in the shower. I took a shower first, and I hear a knock on the door, and he yells through the door, "Hey, do you have another bathroom?" And I'm like, "No, sorry, give me 2 minutes. I'll be right out." So I finish showering quickly, and I come out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "Okay, it's ready now." And he's like, "Great, thanks." So he's showering, and I'm just waiting for him. I get dressed, I get ready, put some makeup on, and I went to the kitchen to get a glass of water, and I'm smelling something weird at the sink. So I investigated, and I put my nose closer to the sink, and I'm smelling urine coming from my sink.
You smelled pee in your sink.
Yeah, like really strong, really strong. No mistaking.
Are you saying that you think he peed in your sink?
Absolutely. I mean, why would he knock on the door, ask me if I have a bathroom, and then mysteriously my sink smells like pee?
Oh, my God.
You think he had to go so bad that he urinated in your kitchen sink?
I don't think anybody has to go that bad that they have to urinate in someone's sink that has dishes in it.
Oh, and it had dishes in it, too.
He didn't even move him out if he was going to do that?
Did you ask him about this?
No, I mean, he obviously did it, and I'm like gagging. I had to get out of this, so I made up an excuse that a friend needed my help.
Are you sure you didn't have like anything in your sink that could have smelled like urine and you just didn't remember like old food or something?
I'm absolutely sure. Water glasses do not smell like urine.
That is crazy. Why would you do that?
Well, I guess that's understandable then why you don't want to call him back if you think that he peed in your sink.
It's so disgusting. I mean, really?
But why wouldn't you just tell him? Why do you make up the excuse of rain checking? Like, it'd be embarrassing to him, not to you.
I just wanted to get him the out of my house, and I'm never going to see this guy again, so why did it matter?
Yeah.
Oh
Well, unfortunately for you, you are going to talk to him again because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Nicole, look, I don't know what you thought you smelled, but I did not pee in your sink. There's no way.
Ed, it is unmistakable. There's no one else there.
I mean, do you have a cat? I mean, maybe the cat went in there.
I don't have a cat.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but 1 + 1 = 2. You asked if I have another bathroom, and then suddenly my sink smells like pee.
Well, Nicole, I don't know what else to say. I mean, maybe someone else peed in your sink. Because, I mean, it wasn't me, Nicole.
It's been happening a lot. There's been a rash of people just breaking into places and peeing in sinks.
And then leaving.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that in the 2 minutes that I was in the shower, someone knocked on the door and said, I have to pee really bad. And you were like, hey, why don't you pee in this girl's sink?
No. I mean, I didn't see anybody. But, I mean, maybe like during the day or something, somebody peed in there. I mean...
Ed, come on. You have to stop with the bullshit. Just be a man and fess up. I mean... I don't have a roommate. I don't have a cat. No one pee burgled me. It was you. So just admit it. I mean, come on.
Well, okay, so I went a little, but...
Oh, my gosh, Ed. Why wouldn't you go outside? You're a dude, man.
It doesn't matter if it's a little or a lot. Like, any amount of pee in my sink is not okay.
And I ran the hot water after. Look, I mean, I'm really sorry, but it was a lot longer than 2 minutes, Nicole.
There were dishes in my sink.
Look, I don't know if this makes it any better or whatever, but, I didn't pee on your water glass. I moved it to the side and then moved it back. But, I mean, I didn't pee on it.
Yeah, but the sink still smelled like pee, and then you put the dishes back in it, and it's splashed all over them.
I mean, I figured you might notice that the dishes were moved.
That is so gross, Ed. What was going through your head that said sink? Sink is the best option right now.
Had to pee.
Look, I mean, you can sit there and judge, but I mean, you don't know what I was going through at the time. I had 2 big bottles of Gatorade on the way over there, and she doesn't have anywhere else to go. I mean, she doesn't have any plants or anything like that. I mean, who doesn't have plants in her house? Come on.
If it were my place, I'd prefer you choose the sink over peeing in my plants, but that's just me.
You are so disgusting. I cannot believe this really happened.
Well, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, there was a lot of pressure going on there.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes. You're a grown man.
It was longer than 2 minutes, Nicole. Look, I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I peed in your sink. And I'm sorry that I peed in your sink. But I really liked you, and I was having a good time. And you did say that you wanted a rain check. So I am hoping that you'll give me a second chance.
Hey, Nicole, would you like to go out with Ed again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yeah.
No way. Not a
Nicole,
chance.
we're going to pay for it.
Yeah, see? Neither one of you have to come out your pockets at all. We'll pay for the date, Nicole.
I don't think that's a big sell, Ed, for a girl.
It's not. It's so disgusting. I can't even look at you.
Come on. I mean, I'm sure if you could, put yourself in that situation, what would you do? I mean, maybe you would go in the sink, too.
You're just gross. There's no way in hell we're going out on a second date, any date, first date. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And Ed, I hope you learned a lesson about peeing in people's sinks.
I can't believe that has to be a lesson someone learns.
Have we learned it?
Yeah, I have learned it.
All right,
that's
good.
good.
Yep, no more peeing in people's sinks.
For the record, guys, this is probably the first time this has ever really happened to me.
It's probably the first. You're not even sure if it's the first time.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Actually, really surprised by the reaction from today's second date update. A lot of people texting in at 78592, and their reaction is strange to me. If you didn't hear it, Ed wanted to call this girl named Nicole, who wasn't calling him back. We found out that she wasn't calling him back because they did a little rock climbing, went back to her place to shower before they went out on their date. And while she was in the shower, he had to go to the bathroom and ended up peeing in her sink, and she could smell it when she went to go get a glass of water or something, so she didn't want to go out with him again. But everybody that's texting in at 78592 seems to be on board with this guy. What's the big deal? I figured people were going to rip him, but they're all ripping her for being prissy. Somebody texted in at 78592 and said, I pee in my sink all the time, and I'm a girl.
That's so weird. Why would
It's just
you do
awesome.
that?
Yeah, that's
And
talented.
there was a plumber that texted in that says, well, he should have rinsed out the P-trap. That loop that's under the sink, that's where he went wrong. Because you have time for that while someone's showering.
Somebody else texted in at 78592 who said, what's her deal? There's really not much of a difference between sink and the toilet.
Yeah.
It all goes to the same place. She needs to chill out. Anyway, they decided not to go on a second date because he peed in her sink and she was disgusted by it. Again, she should probably take him up and go out on the date because apparently it's not a big deal if you pee in somebody else's sink.
Apparently, people are okay with washing their dishes in a toilet because there's not a difference to them.
Not at all. Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Who in your life would you trust to set you up on a date?
Wow, that's a deep question. Not
Very
my
few
parents.
people.
I mean,
Not
Yeah.
my parents.
Do you trust your best friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you trust your mom?
No.
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 Do you trust your proctologist?
Is he hot?
They're in
Or
the middle
she?
of giving you an exam and they just go, you know what? I have the perfect person for
You know
you.
what this reminds me
I don't know
of?
if I want my proctologist talking about the perfect fit in that moment.
No, that's not awkward, Brooke.
Okay.
That's someone looking out for you.
I'm with you, Jack.
And one of our listeners, Riley, got set up on a first date by someone I don't think that I would trust.
Oh.
But he did. Maybe you'll feel differently. He's on with us right now. Riley, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, are you at the proctologist?
Everyone was thinking it.
I'm not at the proctologist.
Okay.
Tell us, who's the person that set you up on the date?
I guess it's kind of an interesting story. I work with my ex-girlfriend, and she set me up on this date.
Your ex-girlfriend?
Ex.
Why would you do
Not
that?
someone I would trust.
I don't know. It sounds like you guys must get along if you work together.
That's true.
We're still friendly. I mean, I'll be honest, I was thinking maybe there was still a chance we'd get back together, but
Why?
So this is good though. This means she really wants you to move on. She wants you to stop bugging her and find someone else to obsess over.
Become someone else's problem.
Yes,
I know the
basically.
perfect person. They love projects.
Which means she can't have this fail. She's got a lot riding on this.
Okay. Were you satisfied with who she set you up with?
yeah, I was.
See?
Okay. What's this?
Yeah, no, I don't think she was trying to sabotage me at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
So-
wants you to move on.
Tell us about the woman that you went out with. What's her name?
Her name is Kinsley.
Okay. And were you able to meet her before, or is this a total blind date?
No, it's a total blind date.
Oh my gosh.
And this is actually the first date I've gone on in a few years.
Oh, since your ex.
Okay.
You have been holding on, friend.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not like we've been broken up for a few years.
Oh.
I'm counting not going on a first date.
Like the overlap. Okay.
Okay. So what did you and Kinsley do for your date?
I'm going to be completely upfront with you. I don't completely remember everything.
Oh,
You don't remember what you did?
Were you
No,
nervous?
I remember we went to brunch. She was cute and super fun, and we were having a good time. And I know that there were bottomless mimosas.
Yeah, that's trouble right there.
Yeah.
You know what they say? Bottomless mimosas turn into topless mimosas.
Yeah, I've never heard that, but it makes sense to me,
Not
Jose.
that, not that catchy.
Was she on the same page as you, or were you
Oh,
just
yeah, totally.
okay?
She was coming off a breakup too and was set up by her ex-boyfriend? That would be magic.
I just mean it's fine if you guys are both getting day drunk together. It's not cool if you're wasted and she's not.
Very true.
Yeah, no. I mean, it loosened things up. We were having a great time. We were laughing, drinking, talking.
So,
and
when did you stop forgetting what was happening? I mean, when did you black out? I guess is the quickest way
I
to
don't
ask
know.
that.
I mean, it's just things are fuzzy. I didn't black out. I mean, I remember the waiter cut us off.
Oh.
That's not good, bro. Hey,
No.
I was a server for almost 10 years.
It takes a
and
lot.
One time have I ever cut somebody off.
Really? I get cut off a lot.
Oh,
Are you
geez, that's
serious?
not good.
Yeah, a lot of X's on my hands. in
No,
places.
stop it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alexis.
Anyways,
We need to
this
party.
isn't about me.
Oh,
Back to your
we
remote.
don't. I don't want to take care of that mess.
That's my kind of fun.
Okay, so you got cut off from the bottomless mimosas.
Uh-oh.
What happened next?
After we hit the bottom of the bottomless mimosas,
Okay.
we didn't want things to end, so we started walking around and
Or stumbling. Yeah.
and I know we went to another bar.
Oh.
Smart.
And then I remember playing tag in a mall.
With each other or with other children that happened to be at the mall?
That's a good question.
No, with each other. And I know we were making out in the department store.
Oh, God.
Oh.
You guys sound so obnoxious.
I think we played hide and seek.
Whoa.
And I guess I won because I passed out in one of the dressing rooms and woke up later, and she didn't find me.
Dude, did you get arrested for that? Like, being wasted out in public like that?
No, I mean, no, come on. I mean, we weren't like disruptive.
Wait. We were disruptive. Did you just hear the sentence that came out of your mouth? I passed out in a department store dressing room. And my date, you said she didn't find you?
Well, I mean, I don't think so, because when I woke up, I couldn't find her. So.
Oh.
Okay.
So you haven't talked to her since that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know it sounds bad. Like, I know that I sound like a mess.
I don't think it sounds. I think it sounds good. You guys had a lot of fun together.
You're in your own
That's
world.
right.
It went too far.
This is not how you can ask my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
That's a bad slip up.
That's all right, man.
This is not me. We just really cut loose together, and I mean, it felt good.
I know it seems like a bad thing to, overserve yourself, but I look at it as a good thing. Like, you're having such a great time. You're not really monitoring, like, how much you're drinking. You're just having so much fun. You get wrapped up in the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's a good sign.
Like I said, this is like a one time we had a good time. We made out.
But she's
Okay.
not calling you back, so it has to be not that great of a time,
Have
right?
you spoken to your ex-girlfriend about why she might be
yeah.
not calling back? Because you say you work together.
Well, I mean, she did say that she's not going to set me up with anybody else again.
Oh, that's not good, dude.
But she didn't say why?
No, she's not talking to me.
What? She's not talking to you either?
Yeah, one date and now two girls aren't talking.
Okay.
Oh, you
so
really messed up.
when you were saying things were all good, that wasn't true.
I mean, they were all good before.
Okay.
Yeah.
They weren't all good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Okay.
let's
This was
make it all
this
good
was a
now.
Big
Yeah,
mistake.
I like that.
We have a
Jeff.
chance to do that.
Okay.
We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Kinsley for you, and we'll try and get you a second date, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us for the second date, we've been talking to one of our listeners, Riley, who started his first date with bottomless mimosas at brunch and ended it passed out inside a department store dressing room. In between those things, it's a little bit hazy for him.
Yeah, no
but
one knows.
apparently there was a game of hide and seek inside the mall. There was a makeout session.
Yeah.
But for some strange reason, he has not been able to reach Kinsley after the
what
date
could-
is over.
What could have happened?
Well, actually, I just thought about this. Riley, you also mentioned that you two were playing tag.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that it was freeze tag and she's still frozen at the mall, waiting to be tagged back in?
There, that's it, Riley. He figured it out for you.
She's so hardcore.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Have you even been to the mall to check?
Dude, Jeffrey.
She might be just frozen outside of Hot Topic waiting for you.
The irony. Frozen in front of hot
Yeah,
Topic.
I know.
You guys, I'm calling you for real help on this.
God.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's on you, man.
I'm going to say, Riley, I think you need to prepare for what you're about to learn. You don't really remember all the details of most of the date. You have two women now, your ex and her, that won't talk to you because of something you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we made out after hanging out all the time. We made out.
It doesn't matter now, Riley. You need to move on past that, and you need to get ready to apologize. You're going to have to apologize for something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't agree. I think there's a chance maybe even your ex and Kinsley are now fighting over you.
Both of them won't answer his calls, Jeffrey.
Yeah, because they're too
fighting.
busy battling each other to figure out who's going to get Riley's heart.
Or playing hard to get.
That's optimistic.
I think you have a shot, Riley, okay? I'm going to call Kinsley right now and try and get your second date. You ready?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm on your side, bud. Here we go. I'm going to dial the number right now.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kinsley?
Yeah, this is Kinsley. Who's this?
My name's Jeff. I work on a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay. What is this about?
This is about a segment that we do called A Second Date that you're on right now.
Congrats.
Yay!
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
Well, so the way that this works is if a listener of ours goes out on a date and afterwards, if that person isn't calling them back, you can reach out to us for help and we'll call them for you to help you figure out the reason why.
Okay.
Make sense?
We're doing like an investigation kind of.
I guess so. I don't know what this has to do with me. I'm sorry.
Well, because you recently went on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Riley, and I got to say, he sounds like a pretty fun guy.
Yeah, tons of fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree.
I would say Riley sounds like a pretty clueless guy. Like, he thought you guys had a great time on the date and is totally unaware of why you wouldn't be calling him back.
I'm kind of shocked that he remembers the date.
Aha,
Well,
he doesn't. Joke's
I
on
mean,
you.
he told us what he does remember from the date,
Yeah.
and what he does remember is having a pretty good time with you. He mentioned going and getting brunch with bottomless mimosas. There was some games played at the mall, and he mentioned that there was a kiss.
He said make out.
A makeout.
Yeah.
So, I mean, things must have gone pretty well if you're willing to make out with this guy.
He said that me and him made out.
Yes.
Yeah. He was almost certain about that.
Oh, okay. Well, everything else he told you was right. We got brunch and went to the mall, but we did not kiss.
What?
Oh, no.
No way.
I'm confused now.
Wait, do you remember the details of your date, or was it really hazy for you too?
You were wasted.
I was buzzed. I was certainly, pretty tipsy, but I think I probably remember more than him because I know what he's talking about, but I never made out with him.
Wait, what?
So who did he make out with then?
Yeah, help us get some clarity.
So we were both pretty blitzed and we were playing tag in the mall and he stopped and started making out with a mannequin.
No.
No!
You're joking.
Are you serious?
I wish I were joking. He started making out with a mannequin and it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get him to stop because I didn't want him to get in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble, but he kept going. And then finally, once he did stop, he just ran into a dressing room. So I just left because I was like, people know I'm with this guy who just made out with a mannequin.
Wait, he thought you guys were playing. He told us that he went into the dressing room because you guys were playing hide and seek in the department store and he passed out.
No. I mean, I was certainly trying to hide from him, but...
Okay.
Oh my God.
I think I see what's going on here.
I understand having fun and letting loose, and we were both certainly being messy and drunk.
Right.
But if you're on a first date and you make out with a mannequin, that's kind of a no-go for me.
So, to be clear, you're jealous of the mannequin.
No.
That he made out with the mannequin instead of you.
That's it.
At least he stopped there.
I'm glad you got the message from my story. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, he's good. He's quick.
Well,
like that.
you know what? The mannequin meant nothing to him. I think I can speak on behalf of Riley, and what he was really thinking about was you.
He misses you.
You know what? Don't just take my word for it. Hear it from Riley himself, because I need to let you know, Kinsley, he's on the other line listening, and he wants to talk to you.
He's on the phone.
Yeah. Riley?
Hey.
Oh, my God. Hi.
I mean, are you sure that that's what happened?
I am positive that's what happened,
we
Riley.
were both pretty drunk.
I think you were a little more drunk than I was.
I mean, you said make out, bro. You don't feel any tongue when you're kissing a mannequin, brother.
You don't feel any warmth. You don't feel any blood. You don't feel anything.
That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine. How can that's
I thought you were joking at first. I was like, oh, this is a bit. But then I saw your tongue come out.
Uh-oh.
And you were Frenching the mannequin.
Yeah, baby.
I mean,
I feel like that's what the sound that he was making, too, as he was kissing the mannequin.
Is any of this clicking, Riley? You know, sometimes, if you hear it, then you can start to get flashes.
I don't know. I was wondering why your hands were at your sides and not moving.
Like a military.
He's like, man, you have rock solid abs.
Is there any chance that this didn't really happen or did really happen? Like, I want to stand up for you, Riley.
Yeah, it's tough, bro.
I mean, is there anything else that I should know about?
That's a good question.
Well, you did make out with the mannequin for a long time, and when I was trying to stop you, you started to like take the mannequin's top off.
Oh.
Hey!
What? I started what?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
You started to undress the mannequin, like in a romantic, intimate way.
Ooh, that's very cute.
I mean,
Like kissing its neck?
This is not me. This is why I never cut loose like that. Like, obviously, there's a reason why.
Because this has happened before?
No.
This is a trend?
It's a one-time...
I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing, Kinsley. Can you forgive it as just a drunken, idiotic mistake?
I mean, it sounds like he really doesn't remember, so I do feel bad about that.
Okay.
Of course I don't remember. Like, why would I call a radio station if this was what you were going to say? I'm not
Yeah.
Oh,
He's defeated, Kinsley.
No,
He's
I think
obviously
he's thinking about the mannequin again.
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
I feel like Kinsley, he's really embarrassed about what happened. He obviously didn't mean for it to go that way. And he thought he was kissing you. He wishes that it was you. And that's why we would love to send you out on a second date, and we'll pay for it. No mannequins anywhere nearby that he could confuse you with.
Or no alcohol, I
No
think is probably
bottomless.
the better choice.
Brooke, what are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Let's not be
Are you
lame.
listening to yourself?
I do feel really bad that I said all this stuff about you kissing him. I mean, it happened, but I feel bad that you don't remember, and now I brought it up on the radio.
No, that's not on you, Kinsley. Don't worry.
You seem really sweet and genuine. So, yeah, I would go out with you again.
All right.
Yes, Riley.
Awesome.
Congratulations, man.
This is not how I expected it to go.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
didn't either, brother.
That's a comeback.
It
That
is.
is a comeback,
Hey,
Riley.
we did a good job, guys.
And the good news is, if this relationship goes well, then you already have a maid of honor picked out for your wedding day.
Oh my God.
Bread and butter wines pair with the life moments you love, offering a rich and jammy Cabernet Sauvignon, a silky smooth Pinot Noir, and a buttery Chardonnay. Bread and butter wines are delicious. Find bread and butter wines in your favorite store.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
I think the key to dating is you have to bring a little energy and excitement to the night.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You don't want a boring night.
Right, you don't want to come across as being boring and be willing to take a few risks.
Okay.
That's why whenever I go out on dates, when I'm with them, I always close my eyes behind the wheel for 10 to 20 seconds.
That's not.
You know, it's just enough risk to let my date know that if she sticks with me in her life,
Yeah.
things will never be boring.
I thought you were going to say she would die. But okay, whatever.
It's exciting, isn't it? You never know.
Okay.
It's the same mentality that one of our listeners, Sawyer, brought to his date. He says he took a few risks and he's not sure if maybe they were a little bit too much.
Oh, goodness.
Well, let's find out. Sawyer, how you doing?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. How you doing?
You didn't, risk anyone's life, did you?
No, not on this date.
Okay. Yeah, right.
He pulled
All
it
right.
back for this one.
I see.
So what's the name of the girl you want us to call today?
Ariana.
Ariana.
I think
I know.
Mm.
Yeah, Jose's got a big crush on Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
So
Who doesn't? Come on.
How did you meet Ariana?
Classic these days, met on a dating app.
okay. And how was that? I mean, you hit her up first and you guys talked about what?
I did. I hit her up first. I said I was looking for Ariana Grande, but ended up with Ariana Venti.
Oh, because she's even bigger.
Oh. Well,
I don't know if that's a...
Yeah, not like physically
know.
bigger, just,
Probably
better.
physically, too. Ariana is tiny.
Well,
that Grande girl.
That's true. Just that you meant like an upgrade from Ariana Grande.
That's what I meant, and I'm pretty sure she took it that way. I mean, she kept talking to me, so...
okay.
At least you weren't like, dang girl, you ain't grande. You're like a big gulp.
Yeah.
I bet she gets it all the time, though.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Did it work?
I mean, you went on a date, right?
Yeah, we did, but it almost didn't happen.
you know?
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, she said she was about to delete the app, is what I mean.
We all delete the app, and then you're always back on. But it's like, out of whatever
Frustration.
You're always
delete it Monday through Friday, upload it again Friday through
exactly.
Sunday.
You have 2 drinks on Saturday, and boom, here I am.
Yeah. So what did you guys do for your date?
Well, I wanted to show her that I was that quality guy, and so I booked a nice restaurant.
That's good.
And so you're going into this knowing that you're looking more for a relationship, not for just like Netflix and chill.
I am looking for a relationship, and regardless, she is very attractive.
Okay.
So if she did just run a Netflix and chill, you're not going to stop her.
Right.
So both things can exist.
So how did things go at the restaurant?
I mean, it started off pretty well. I'm a little nervous, but we decided, hey, why don't we share a fact about each other that wasn't on the dating app?
Okay.
So she says her biological father is actually a sperm donor.
Oh, that's
interesting.
That's some good dinner conversation right there.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to say. I was just nervous, so I made a joke, and I don't know if it went over well.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because that could be a sensitive topic,
Well, what was the joke?
I said, well, that probably increases your chance of incest.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is.
Very off-putting.
That would fall flat for me.
No, I saw that in the Chris Rock special.
No.
How did you respond to that?
Well, she didn't know what to say, so I then came back and I said, is what I would have said if I wasn't one of those quality guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was one of those losers that you dated on the app in the past, but luckily I never would say something like that on a first date.
I think that's a good save.
Good. You read the room, you shot your shot, and then shifted.
All right. Is that the risk that you were talking about in your email? The risk that you took?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the risk.
Okay. Luckily that paid off, I think.
It did.
How was the momentum after that?
I mean, she laughed and we carried on, and then after that it was a nice walk, and at the end we shared like a really nice kiss.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Congrats.
And what made it really nice?
I mean, when one feels right and one doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
this
for
one
sure.
felt like
It's just chemistry.
Just standing there right in front of that donation clinic. It just felt right.
I think that's so sweet.
It's like your dad's house.
Yeah, it's kismet. All right, so how did the night end after the kiss? Was that it?
I mean, yeah, it was great. Walked her to her car, and it was, I figured we'd see each other, and then it's been a couple of weeks, and since then, she's getting back to me, but like the energy isn't what it was, if that makes any sense.
Totally know what you mean, dude.
And but that just seems so weird because she was gonna delete the app because she was sick of playing games, and then it seems like you're not doing that.
Yeah.
So,
was there anything from the night that you feel like might have gone wrong and could be the reason that she's not getting back to you?
Besides the incest joke?
Well, anything worse than that?
I'm just thinking, like, did she find another nice guy on the app, and what's going on? So
probably.
Okay.
Just to be honest.
Yeah.
If she's an attractive girl on a dating app, their DMs are probably blown up.
Well, I don't know. We'll play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Ariana for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Usually when I'm on a date and somebody drops an incest joke, my shirt immediately comes off. And I'm already planning our second and third dates right afterwards.
Are those dates with your sister or?
It's with whoever.
Okay.
This incest really gets me going. But that wasn't the case with one of our listeners, Sawyer.
Weird.
Who said he took a risk at dinner and made a joke about his date's biological dad being a sperm donor and the possibility of her hooking up with a half-brother somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
And now, mysteriously, Sawyer's not getting a call back. Weird.
I mean,
we say that, but I don't actually think that that's it.
You
No.
see, I think it's her fault. You shouldn't tell a fact. Like, that's a weird fact.
It is a weird fact.
What do you expect people to say?
Set herself up a little.
Well, I don't know if anybody else in the room has thought of this, but what if she did some research after the date and found out, Sawyer, that you two are actually biologically related?
That could be.
Oh.
Just saying, we've heard stranger things happen on this show.
Was your dad ever a donor?
Not that I know of.
If it was the case, are you still open for a second date?
I think I'd be a hard pass.
Okay.
About it.
I know he did. I heard it.
Well, let's find out for sure. We're going to call Ariana right now. You ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, this is Ariana.
Oh, hi, Ariana. This is Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I was hoping you have a second. Hi. I was hoping you have a second to talk with us.
Wait, what can I help you with?
We do a segment on our show. I don't know if you've heard of it before. It's called a second date update.
Okay.
Okay. It's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards, if that person isn't calling you back, you can email us and we'll reach out to them for you to try and figure out the reason why they're ghosting.
So why are you calling me?
Yeah.
Well, because you went out with a guy recently and you've been kind of avoiding him lately. He wants to know the reason why. His name's Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a positive.
It felt like it.
Yeah. Did you have a good time with Sawyer?
Yeah, we had a nice time.
Oh, I wasn't sure. She's like, yeah, I hate him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. He feels like you've been kind of hard to get a hold of lately, and he's not sure why.
Is he reading that wrong?
No, I mean, we text and stuff. I mean, I'm going to be in touch with him. I like him.
No,
yeah.
he said you text him, but he says it's not like before. Like now it's very sparingly, and it doesn't seem like you're that into it.
Could you just tell him, like, I'll be in touch, in a couple of weeks? And not to worry, and...
That doesn't help a lot.
Well, we can tell him that, but it would be nice if there was a reason to go along with it. Like, why should he wait a few weeks? Is there a reason?
Well...
There has to be.
Oh, my gosh.
Says, I wanna wait
Are
2
you
weeks.
dating someone else?
No, actually, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell us something that we could pass along to Sawyer to help him understand? Because he's really confused after what he described as a really great date.
I mean, he says your guys' kiss was amazing.
It was pretty good, yeah.
She sounds
Okay.
like she's into
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah.
sweet.
And it does sound like you're into him. And I know for a fact that he likes you. So what's the problem?
Okay, I just need to wait until after Valentine's Day.
Oh, no.
Why?
What?
Do you already have a date planned or something for Valentine's Day?
No. All right. I know this sounds crazy.
I love when stories start like that. Give me more, Ariana.
I know
They're
this
my
sounds
favorite
crazy.
kind.
Okay, so I've done the math, and with my schedule, like with work and everything and family and stuff, there's no way that he and I are going to be able to go on like more than 3 dates before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
I feel like if we go out before Valentine's Day, then he's going to feel obligated to buy me a gift.
Okay.
And then that's going to creep me out because it's too soon to buy me a gift.
Oh, I kind of understand this.
Wait, what?
So because you could only get 3 dates in before Valentine's Day, he would buy you a gift and you wouldn't like that.
I know myself. I'll freak out. I'll be like, oh, it's too clingy. I'm gone. And then I'm going to sabotage this thing before it even started.
I will say, I mean, you got to look at it though. Like 3 dates before Valentine's Day, then suddenly, you're not in a relationship, but you're not in a relationship.
No, you gotta look
you're
at
in
it
like
as a man is buying you something for free. Will you take it? Yes. What are you saying?
Alexis.
Even if it was something that was really simple, like flowers, that would creep you out?
I don't know. It happened once in the past before, and it just didn't work out. And I feel like if we just wait till afterwards, everything will be fine, and we can take things slow, and it'll be more organic. And
Okay.
Okay,
So you just want to take Valentine's Day out of the equation, so you're not going to call him until after February 14th.
yeah, I mean, come on, it's not that far away. I mean,
Okay, I
I
mean,
feel like it would just be so much better.
if that's how you feel, I guess that's how you feel. But what do you want us to tell him?
I don't know. Tell him I'm out of town or something.
Well, boy, do we have a gift for you.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
I can't really tell him that because you kind of already did.
Yep.
You should know Sawyer's on the other line listening, and he heard everything that you just said.
Surprise.
What?
Hello.
Happy early Valentine's Day.
No, don't say that.
Oh my God. Are you guys serious right now?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh, God.
Hi, Sawyer. Hi.
Oh, my God. I would imagine, Ariana, right now, if you felt a Valentine's Day gift was creepy, that this might be a little much for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think? Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean,
Look, I got to be honest. Like, I have played this over in my head 100 times. I would never have thought this would have been the issue. Getting you a gift? I have an idea. What if we just don't get each other presents for Valentine's Day? And we just say, hey, it's just another day out there. Why don't we just
You know?
You're saying still go on dates before then, but agree to not give each other gifts.
Totally, no pressure. It's just, hey, it's another day.
Wow.
Okay.
You may be the only girl that doesn't want a gift on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, now Ariana is thinking, oh, but that's going to set a precedent for the rest of our relationship. Does that mean we'll always skip Valentine's Day?
Yeah, it's not like I never want a gift. I just don't want a gift this soon. But I also feel like it's weird now because now you know, and we've like talked about it. So now it's kind of like the elephant in the room, you know?
Okay. But maybe it's better. It's always good to have an open line of communication with somebody you're dating. And I mean, we ripped the awkward Band-Aid off for you two.
Yeah, look,
I just wish
flexible.
we could just wait until after.
But I mean, I heard it, and I got witnesses. You said you liked me.
Uh-oh. You've been caught.
You did, Ariana.
It's deep down there somewhere.
We were recording this.
Yeah.
No, I never said I didn't. No, I like you. I just want to wait. I just want it to be normal. I feel like it's weird.
I think you're overthinking
Yeah.
a lot.
So now it's weird if he buys you a gift, and it's also weird if he doesn't buy you a gift. What's the middle ground there?
Well, I didn't think I was going to be on the radio. I just thought we would text for a few weeks and then it would work itself out.
It sounds like you really want relationships to organically happen and you want to go with the flow, but you were very much overanalyzing all of this.
Yeah, I mean, Sawyer likes you. Bottom line.
And he's darling.
I don't know,
come on,
guys.
like, I'm a quality guy. Come on, you saw that on the first day. I've made you laugh. Why put this in between us? Let's just, I found something I like. Usually in life, I go for that. So
He's the type of guy that can actually tell a good incest joke. Those guys are rare.
Don't let them go.
You cannot let them slip away no matter what holiday's on the horizon.
That's why Brooke married her husband.
Yeah, I know. Unless it's Siblings Day, and that might be a weird one to do it on, but
He's lucky I liked him because I let that joke slide.
Come on, Ariana. Say, if you were talking to your best friend right now, she would tell you to take the second date.
Yeah.
She would tell you you're being crazy.
In fact, we will pay for that second date, Ariana, if you're willing to go out with Sawyer one more time. What do you say?
What if we did it on like February 15th?
No, just go on the date.
Let's compromise.
I mean, yeah, like we will offer to pay for a date after Valentine's if that's what makes you feel the most comfortable, Ariana.
That's all I'm asking. It would be perfect.
Sawyer, what do you think? Are you willing to wait until after Valentine's Day to see her one more time?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll wait because I like you, but I'm not going to stop texting you. I mean, it's not going to make me stop trying, just so you know.
So you better be strong.
Yeah.
Well, we can totally text. I mean, maybe even FaceTime.
That was a little flirty laugh, wasn't it?
I don't know, guy. It sounds like you're getting a little too clingy.
All right. All right, guys, let's do it. We're putting on the books Valentine's Day FaceTime.
Yeah! All right. Let's go.
That's right in the middle.
It's a date.
12:01.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today met the girl that he wants to call at a rock climbing class.
Oh, cool.
Or like a little club, I guess, that they have. I've gone to one of these rock climbing gyms before. It was very bad for me, though, because I got to the top of the little rock wall, and then I turned around and I just started crying because I couldn't get down.
Oh, that's
And
so
then
sad.
They had to call the firefighters to come and rescue me.
Was
it
that
was
your
cool.
plan?
It made the news. I was like the cat stuck in a tree story at the end of the news. That was the feel-good story, but I could never go back to rock climbing after that. It's just
I could see the headline. Watch this little guy get saved at the rock climbing gym.
too traumatic for me.
Yeah.
But Ed, you're a pretty good rock climber, huh?
Yeah, I am a pretty good rock climber.
That's sexy. I'm going to tell you right off the bat that I have a thing for rock climbers.
Well, thank you, Brooke. Thank you.
Yes.
Clearly, the girl that you want to call today doesn't.
Well, I mean, I guess not, you know?
Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, her name's Nicole, and I met her at my rock climbing gym, and she just was really cute, you know?
Is that when you put the chalk that you used for your hands and you smacked her on the butt and left a handprint?
No, well, I didn't think that we were probably at that stage yet.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm not allowed back into
Yeah.
those rock climbing classes. I had a lot of fun with that.
Just how many handprints can you make?
How'd you guys initially start talking?
Well, you know, I saw her form, and I thought it was pretty good, so I went up and I gave her a compliment. I told her that I thought I liked her strong hands.
Are you serious? That is not the line you used.
Yeah, I was joking, and I told her I was joking, and we laughed about it. It was great.
Okay, that's good. That's a risk. That's a risk there, and I guess
agree.
I guess it worked because you guys actually went out, right?
Well, I mean, kind of not really, you know. We were planning to go out, but it kind of got sidetracked.
What does
How
that
so?
mean?
Well, so afterwards, I asked her if she wanted to have a drink after class, and she said yeah. So we were going to go out, but, you know, I was kind of smelly after class, and, you know, she had built up a workout too, so, like, we needed to shower, but my place was all on the other side of town, so she said that I could, you know, come over to her place and shower, and so we went over there.
Wow.
That's
So
nice.
she offered for you to go to her place and shower on the first time she met you.
No, not like I'm some weirdo that she's inviting over out of the blue, you know. I've seen her a few times at this club, and, you know, I just needed to get clean. It wasn't like a sexual thing at all, you know.
Okay.
I was kind of stinky, you know.
I don't know. No matter what, a girl invites me to shower with her, and to me, that's always sexual.
I don't think she said with her. I think just at her house.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I mean, it wasn't with her. We weren't in the shower together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
So what happened? You went back to her house?
So we go back to her house, and she showers, I shower, and we're getting ready to go out, and she gets a phone call from a friend who's stranded somewhere, like at the airport or something, and she asks if she can go get her.
Did that seem like an excuse to you?
Yeah.
Well, it sounded a lot like an excuse to me. I mean, you know, I'm trying to be cool and everything, but and I say, you know, we'll just have your friend call AAA. They can come get her, you know, right? So
you
AAA? I mean,
well, yeah, she said her friend had a flat tire and that she was close to the airport and needed to run over there to help her out.
Yeah, I like how you're persistent, though. Dude, AAA or something. You don't need to help your friend out right now. Like, there's many services. There's lots of people who can. I'm sure somebody will be driving by and help her out. Let's go on our date right now.
Yeah, but I'm like, you know, it kind of sounded like a line,
Right.
but you know.
Okay, so did she go help her friend out then?
Yeah, unfortunately she did. She said that she really had to go and that her friend really needed her help. So, you know, but she did say, can we take a rain check?
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I guess let's do that.
see, I just think that's so weird because if, like, my friend truly called me and had a flat tire, I'd be like, hey, come with me. Then we'll go out after.
But that's weird. Then you're introducing him to friends
No,
already.
I think she's lying. That's all I'm saying.
So did you get the rain check then?
No, I mean, like she's been MIA from the club and no calls.
Wow. Okay, and how many times have you tried to get a hold of her?
4 times.
4 times, and she's not showing up to any of the rock climbing stuff.
Not showing up to any of the classes.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's pretty intense to get someone to change their entire activity schedule to avoid you, is what it sounds like.
Oh well, I don't know. I'm hoping that either she's really sick, I guess, or maybe like something happened at the airport and like they're in trouble or something. I guess.
I hope that while she was changing her friend's tire, she got hit by a car and has been in the hospital, so that she's not calling me back. Not that I did something wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Well, okay, so that sounds a little bit worse than what I actually meant. You know, I mean, I don't want her to get hit by a car or anything. I just don't want it to be my fault.
I'm glad you had to clarify that. That's good.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Ed?
Yeah.
Well, I know you're on the phone to do a second date update, but I have, like, something that just came up, and I'm not going to be able to do it. A buddy of mine, his bike tire popped.
Oh,
so
bike
I got to
tire.
go help him out, okay?
Oh, you're joking, right?
No, he's real close to his house. He's like 10 blocks away from his house, but I feel like I need to help him out. So let's just take a rain check on this whole second date update thing, okay?
You can't call AAA?
He's like, ha ha.
All right. And the reason that I'm saying that to Ed is because Ed wants us to call a girl named Nicole today. They met at a rock climbing group. After the rock climbing class one day, they agreed to go out, but they had to shower, so they went back to her place to shower. After they were done getting ready, she said, hey, something just came up. One of my friends has a flat tire or something, and I have to go help them. So we think that's an excuse that she made up to get out of the date because since then she hasn't talked to him. She hasn't even shown up to the rock climbing class, which makes me think that you must have done something really bad, Ed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it was. If I did, you know.
Did you do anything weird in the shower, like make any strange noises
Terrible
or use
singer.
her expensive shampoo without permission? Because that stuff costs a lot.
No, I just took a shower.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out what happened, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Who knows? Maybe she's still by the side of the road helping her friend out with that tire.
It just took him a while to figure out how to change one.
It's been weeks.
It's about 2 weeks now, but Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Nicole there?
Yes, this is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay. How can I help you?
Well, I'm calling you today because we recently got an email into our show from somebody who's trying to get a hold of you.
Someone trying to get a hold of me?
Yeah. Apparently, they've tried to call you a bunch, and you're not responding to them, so they asked if maybe we could get you on the phone.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, geez.
So the guy's name is Ed, and you know Ed from your rock climbing group?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I do. I know him.
Well, Ed emailed us because he said that when you guys were supposed to go out, you ended up saying you had to rain check it to help your friend out with a flat tire, but since then you haven't talked to him or even shown up to the rock climbing group.
He's given you a lot of information. What else did he tell you? God.
That's pretty much it. He just told us that you guys met at class and were supposed to go out, and then he thinks you made up an excuse.
I did, but I think he's leaving out a big part of the story.
Really?
He did something weird, didn't he? I know he did something weird at your house.
I definitely classify it as weird, yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Oh, God, this is so embarrassing.
Is it like...
What did Ed tell you about our date?
He said that you guys were at your rock climbing class, and then after you were supposed to go somewhere, so you went back to your house to shower, and then you got out of the shower and said that your friend had a flat tire that you had to go help her, and then that was it.
Okay, well, there's definitely a part left out of that story. I was in the shower. I took a shower first, and I hear a knock on the door, and he yells through the door, "Hey, do you have another bathroom?" And I'm like, "No, sorry, give me 2 minutes, I'll be right out." So I finish showering quickly, and I come out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "Okay, it's ready now." And he's like, "Great, thanks." So he's showering, and I'm just waiting for him. I get dressed, I get ready, put some makeup on, and I went to the kitchen to get a glass of water, and I'm smelling something weird at the sink. So I investigated, and I put my nose closer to the sink, and I'm smelling urine coming from my sink.
You smelled pee in your sink.
Yeah, like really strong, really strong. No mistaking.
Are you saying that you think he peed in your sink?
Absolutely. I mean, why would he knock on the door, ask me if I have a bathroom, and then mysteriously my sink smells like pee?
Oh my God!
You think he had to go so bad that he urinated in your kitchen sink?
I don't think anybody has to go that bad that they have to urinate in someone's sink that has dishes in it.
Oh, and it had dishes in it too.
He didn't even move him out if he was going to do that?
Did you ask him about this?
No, I mean, he obviously did it, and I'm like gagging. I had to get out of this, so I made up an excuse that a friend needed my help.
Are you sure you didn't have like anything in your sink that could have smelled like urine and you just didn't remember like old food or something?
I'm absolutely sure. Water glasses do not smell like urine.
That is crazy. Why would you do that?
So I guess that's understandable then why you don't want to call him back if you think that he peed in your sink.
It's so disgusting. I mean, really?
But why wouldn't you just tell him? Why do you make up the excuse of rain checking? Like, it'd be embarrassing to him, not to you.
I just wanted to get him the out of my house, and I'm never going to see this guy again, so why did it matter?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately for you, you are going to talk to him again because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Nicole, look, I don't know what you thought you smelled, but I did not pee in your sink. There's no way.
Ed, it is unmistakable. There's no one else there.
I mean, do you have a cat? I mean, maybe the cat went in there.
I don't have a cat.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but 1 + 1 = 2. You asked if I have another bathroom, and then suddenly my sink smells like pee.
Well, you know, Nicole, I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, maybe someone else peed in your sink. Because, I mean, it wasn't me, Nicole.
It's been happening a lot. There's been a rash of people just breaking into places and peeing in sinks.
And then leaving.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that in the 2 minutes that I was in the shower, someone knocked on the door and said, "I have to pee really bad," and you were like, "Hey, why don't you pee in this girl's sink?"
No. I mean, I didn't see anybody. But, I mean, like, you know, maybe like during the day or something, somebody peed in there. I mean,
Ed, come on. You have to stop with the bullshit. Just be a man and fess up. I mean, I don't have a roommate. I don't have a cat. No one pee burgled me. It was you. So just admit it. I mean, come on.
Well, okay, so I went a little, but
Oh my gosh, Ed! Why wouldn't
You're
you go
admitting it.
outside? You're a dude, man.
It doesn't matter if it's a little or a lot. Like, any amount of pee in my sink is not okay.
And I ran the hot water after. Look, I mean, I'm really sorry, but it was a lot longer than 2 minutes, you know, Nicole.
There were dishes
you know.
in my sink.
Look, you know, I don't know if this makes it any better or whatever, but like I didn't pee on your water glass. Like I moved it to the side and then moved it back. But I mean, I didn't pee on it.
Yeah, but the sink still smelled like pee, and then you put the dishes back in it, and it's like splashed all over
Well,
them.
I mean, I figured you might notice that the dishes were moved.
That is so gross, Ed. What was going through your head that said sink? Sink is the best option right now.
to pee.
Look, I mean, you know, you can sit there and judge, but I mean, like, you don't know what I was going through at the time. Like, I had 2 big bottles of Gatorade on the way over there, and she doesn't have anywhere else to go. I mean, she doesn't have any plants or anything like. I mean, who doesn't have plants in her house? Come on.
If it were my place, I'd prefer you choose the sink over peeing in my plants, but that's just me.
You are so disgusting. I cannot believe this really happened.
Well, I didn't know what else to do. I mean, there was a lot of pressure going on there.
You couldn't wait 2 minutes. You're a grown man.
It was longer than 2 minutes, Nicole. Look, I'm really sorry, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I peed in your sink, and I'm sorry that I peed in your sink. But I really liked you, you know, and I was having a good time, and you did say that you wanted a rain check, so I am hoping that you'll give me a second chance.
Hey, Nicole, would you like to go out with Ed again? We'll pay for a second date.
Yeah.
No way. Not a
Nicole,
chance.
we're going to pay for it.
Yeah, see? Neither one of you have to come out your pockets at all. We'll pay for the date,
I
Nicole.
don't think that's a big sell, Ed,
No.
for a girl.
It's not. It's so disgusting. I can't even look at you.
Come on. I mean, like, I'm sure if you could, like, put yourself in that situation, like, what would you do? I mean, maybe you would go in the sink, too.
You're just gross. There's no way in hell we're going out on a second date. Any dates, first date. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And Ed, I hope you learned a lesson about peeing in people's sinks.
I can't believe that has to be a lesson someone learns.
Have we learned it?
Yeah, I've learned it.
All right,
that's
good.
good.
Yep, no more peeing in people's sinks.
You know, for the record, guys, like, this is probably the first time this has ever really happened to me.
It's probably the first. You're not even sure if it's the first. I'm a little confused by the email that we got in for today's second date.
Okay.
This guy named Rich is on the phone with us right now, and he emailed us saying that he wants to do a second date on his girlfriend.
What? That's not how it works.
Rich, you know that a second date is just like if you went on a date with somebody and they're not calling you back, not an actual relationship, right?
Yeah.
No, I know, but my girlfriend hasn't talked to me since our last date.
Okay.
So I thought it maybe qualifies.
Okay, sure.
One date doesn't make her your girlfriend, too. We also understand that, right, Rich?
This is your real girlfriend?
Yeah, she was my real girlfriend. We've been on more than one date.
Okay. Just want to make
Well-
sure you're not that clingy type, Rich.
Why not try something new and do a second date with someone's actual girlfriend?
Okay.
Well, tell us a little bit about your girlfriend.
Her name's Emily.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We originally matched online. That's how we met each other.
Okay.
And we were like talking on our phones for like 3 weeks. And then the first time we went out, it was just like a coffee date. It was like very quick, but you know, we really hit it off. And a couple days later, we went out again for a dinner date. And it was great. Like one of the best dates I've ever had.
Good.
Wait,
And-
so how long have you guys been dating now?
Well, how long have we been dating?
Yeah,
Like-
how long have you been boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess I should say?
So on our last date, we like had the talk and we were like, yeah, we're going to be boyfriend, girlfriend.
And then is that your third date you had that talk?
No, that was our second date where we had the talk.
Wait,
Okay.
what? You went to coffee and then you went to dinner and then suddenly you were in a relationship?
Yeah, right. But, you know, we had been talking for like weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
That
Cool.
just seems quick.
Well, why do you think your girlfriend isn't calling you back now? Did you do something terrible on your date?
No, I don't think so. For a second date, it was kind of a big deal for me, and I wanted it to go well. So I saw on her dating profile that she loved Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
So for the dinner date, I came to dinner with like a gift basket full of Ryan Gosling movies.
That's not a bad idea.
That's
If she
cute.
likes Ryan Gosling, she's going to be thinking about him the whole time while she's with you. But
Hey, that's fine.
Still
That'll
might-
make her fall harder, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah, she loved it. She thought it was really funny. She thought it was sweet. And then after dinner, I asked her, I have a DVD player at my place. You want to go back and watch one of these Ryan Gosling movies? And yeah, we went back. We watched Crazy Stupid Love. We started making out a little bit, and then we made out for a while, and then we had the talk.
As like you stopped in the middle of your makeout session, and did she bring it up or did you bring it up?
I brought it up.
What did you say?
I was like, what are we?
Uh-huh.
Are we like just making out? Are we like dating? Or
Okay, and what was her response?
I mean, it took a while, and we like went back and forth, but we decided to make it official.
What was the vibe when you decided that?
Passionate, I think. I think like.
I know he just blushed. Did you hear that?
Wow.
Dog you.
I mean, I was obviously like nervous because it's a big conversation and like a big deal, but in the end, we decided to make it official.
Okay, good.
So is that the last time you talked to her?
Yeah, that's why I'm so perplexed because like it went really well, and I've been texting her and like calling her, and I haven't heard back from her in like 8 days.
Whoa. Maybe she doesn't know how relationships work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make it official.
Yeah.
Talk to you in a couple years.
Yeah, I don't know if we're like broken up or if she's like out of town maybe or something.
So
she should tell
she didn't break up with you. She just stopped talking to you.
Yeah, I haven't heard back from her. The last time we talked was on our date.
And prior to your second date, were you guys texting daily?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so it's definitely a notable difference.
Yeah, and I mean, if I know Emily, she wouldn't do this. She's not this kind of girl.
Okay, after 2 dates, all right.
All right. Any idea what could have happened? I mean, I wonder if she's safe. Do you know that she's alive still?
Yeah, no, I know from Facebook. Like she's still around. She hasn't gotten back to me.
And you're
Okay.
sure you didn't freak her out and she was just agreeing with you to like not make it awkward?
I don't know, but I mean, she said she wanted to be my girlfriend.
Okay.
All right.
So weird.
You know.
Yeah, it's your girlfriend. You know her better than we do.
Yeah.
So. All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call your girlfriend and find out why she's dodging you.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yep, you're welcome. We'll do it right after this. This is definitely a first for the second date, and here at Brooke and Jubal in the morning, we're always trying to break the mold.
Ooh.
So much so that now our segments aren't even about what they're supposed to be about at all. Because it's a second date, but we're about to call Emily because Emily is Rich's girlfriend. They've been dating for a few weeks. I guess they've gone out twice, but they have had the talk like if they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and she said yes, and now she's not calling him back. Ever since the last time they hung out, she hasn't talked to him. So we're going to call her and see if we can figure out why. Rich, are you ready to call your lady?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's gonna be a new segment. Where's my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty rational about all this, but if it is true that since she hasn't talked to you in 8 days, she's like trying to break up with you, how are you going to feel?
I mean, I feel like we can work through it,
Okay.
I feel like we have a real connection.
Okay, so this is more couples counseling than second date, or maybe a mix of both here.
If that's what it has to be.
All right. And, I think I'm the only person in this room that actually has done couples counseling. I tell you this right now, Rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Just be wrong. You're wrong every time. Okay? Just say sorry and you'll be good, okay?
Sounds like couples counseling is really effective.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure out why your girlfriend has stopped talking to you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Emily?
Yes.
Hey, Emily, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. How can I help you?
there a small dog in the
Yeah, you
background?
got a dog or something back there?
No, I don't have a dog.
Oh, weird. It sounded like there was like some whining or somebody whistling for a dog or something. Anyway,
That's not what we're calling.
that's not the reason we called you, yeah. I'm calling you today because somebody sent us an email about you.
Why would somebody send you an email about me?
Because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we got an email about you.
That?
What's that?
Who does that?
I don't know. Quite a few people.
Yeah,
But-
a lot.
We've done a lot.
Yeah, we have done a lot of these.
Oh my God.
And I guess this is a little different, though, because the guy that emailed us about you is your boyfriend, and he's wondering why you're not talking to him.
What? I'm sorry. I don't have a boyfriend.
Is that because you just broke up with somebody by stopping talking to them?
No, I'm not really sure what you guys talking about. Like, I don't recall having a boyfriend.
Okay, and now are you the type of person that remembers that type of thing?
I think I would.
Okay.
Like,
You
I
never
think that would be important in my life. Like, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend, but no, I don't have one.
Well, maybe we're talking to the wrong person.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I dialed the phone number wrong. Do you know a guy? Well, name's
Name's
right.
right.
Do you know a guy named Rich?
He's the guy that you guys are talking about?
Yeah. He says he's your boyfriend?
Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? I thought he was your boyfriend.
Now we're confused.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no, he's totally not my boyfriend.
Okay, he totally thinks he's your boyfriend.
Yeah.
He might think a lot of things. That is not one of them at all.
So
How can you go out on a couple of dates and call somebody like boyfriend and girlfriend? That's like ridiculous.
That's what Brooke said.
Like, I mean, I thought it was fast, but you know what? Some people do things differently than I do.
No, that's a little psychotic. That's a little out there.
Did you just call him psychotic?
Psychotic is kind of like some of the stuff he has been doing the past few days. Like, he's blowing up my phone, texting me.
Oh, no.
He sent me a Facebook request that we were in a relationship, and that was totally a joke. And then I go in my Instagram, and he's putting pictures of us. By the way, there's like 2 of them. But on the captions, he's putting me as his girlfriend.
And
Like, after 2 dates.
you don't sound like you're about that.
No. He's a really nice guy. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a really, really nice guy. But there is no reason for me to, like, be boyfriend and girlfriend with anyone after I just, like, made out with them one time.
Yeah.
he's also actually on the phone right now and
Oh,
wants to
God.
talk to you. So there is that, too.
Are you serious?
Yep. Rich, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Emily, sweetheart, I don't get why you're saying all of this.
Okay. Rich, listen to me. You're really nice and you're really sweet, and I totally had a blast. But, honey, you can't blow up someone's phone after 2 dates. Like, you just can't do that. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can if you're in a relationship. I was worried about you.
Wait, hold up. Hold. What? Like, who's in a relationship with who here? I'm not in a relationship with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
We had the talk. We made it official.
What are you talking about? What talk?
Remember when we were done making out after the last time we went out, it was going great, and I asked you, is it okay if I call you my girlfriend now? And you said yes.
Oh, my God. That's what you think the talk was? Like, are you serious right now?
Well, I mean, now I just feel like you're trying to make me feel stupid in front of everyone. So,
Okay, I would actually back Rich on that. That sounds like the talk to me. Like, can I call you my girlfriend? And you said yes.
yeah, exactly.
No, I said sure, and I laughed. Like, okay, sure, whatever. But not like, yes, you are my boyfriend. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you sound stupid, but that's a little bit too much for me.
No, that's not how I remember it. It was like a special moment. We were connecting, you know? And now I just feel like I'm trying to communicate and I'm trying to make this relationship work. And, you know, you're just putting up walls.
Okay, listen. There is no, like, walls. Walls don't exist, Rich. They're not there because there's nothing there. Do you understand?
Yeah, I mean, I get that we're, like, having an argument right now. But
I think this is different than an argument.
Okay, Rich, it's weird after 2 dates that you text me that your parents want to meet me. Like, I'm sorry.
Love is crazy, you know?
Rich,
Love
do
is
not drop
crazy.
the L-bomb right now, dude.
I want to do dates with you. Like, I don't want to meet anyone's parents after 2 days. It's extra.
I mean, my parents knew each other for a month when they got engaged, and like Emily and I have known each other for more than a month now since we like matched.
There's no reason for you to meet your parents.
I mean, I'm glad we're communicating about it now, at least. I feel like if you don't want to meet my parents, then you should tell me that, you know?
No, Rich.
No,
Rich, no.
I think she's saying that she's not your girlfriend.
I think she's saying that she doesn't want anything to do with you at all.
Emily, is that really what you're saying, sweetheart?
Oh, my God.
I kind of have been saying that this whole time. Like, me not texting you for a week should, like, give you that response.
Rich, you cannot be this naive.
But that's why I had the talk, you know, and we made it official. We did know.
I was laughing hysterically, Rich. Like, I was literally bending down, like, my stomach hurt. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, I thought you were seriously joking. Like, nobody ever has a boyfriend or girlfriend, our relationship, like you say, after 2 dates. We just made out once. Like,
I mean,
I honestly thought you were kidding.
You know, Emily, we can agree to disagree, but I know what happened.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't want to mislead you, but this is way too much for me. This is way too freaky, and that I don't need that right now, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, I totally get what you're saying. We're going too fast, and, like, I get that, you know? It's not time, and when the time is right, you'll meet them.
Oh
my God.
My gracious God. Like, oh my gosh. Like, we are not in a relationship. I'm not your girlfriend. Please stop texting me and calling me. I'm sorry.
You know what? I hear you, Emily. I hear you. And that's why I want to ask you if you'll go out on a second date with Rich. Both of us are hearing you loud and clear.
This is so
We will pay for a second date.
No, absolutely not.
Does she have to scream it? No, she doesn't want anything to do with him at all.
Oh, man.
Wow. Emily, I can't believe you're saying this after all we've been through.
Dios mío, I just said we went out on 2 dates. What all we went through? Like, you're a nice guy, but please just let it go, move on with your life, and just, you know, stop blowing up my phone. That would be nice. Don't blow up my phone. Listen, when you're going to text me, write it out and then delete it. And then feel like you did it anyway.
Yeah, so at least you can feel like you're saying it, Rich. Rich, obviously you're not getting a second date, and I hope now you understand that Emily is not your girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, look, Emily, I know this has gotten weird, but I get that you're angry, and I won't reach out to you because I get that you don't want me to, but I'll be by the phone when you want to get back together.
Get back together.